Right, so we're going to continue on with Daniel's campaign. We're in a situation now where we are at turn 20, and we have done a good chunk of min-maxing in the early stages of the game. Pretty happy with what we've done thus far, but we're going to continue on, just ensuring that we're snowballing where possible and doing what needs to be done regarding Daniel. So, we have discovered that if you... Yeah, so recap. Non-aggression with malice early game. Super goddamn useful. Pretty much near enough a must thing to do. We've got the dedication towards getting bloodletting. And this is turn 20, and I'm currently providing 90 growth, yeah. 90 growth from corn because of bloodletting. So now the tiers of my settlements will be stacking up very swiftly. So the goal here is to grab whatever remains of Boris' settlements. Archaon as well, we're going to become friends with him. And then obviously as part of befriending Archaon, we'll then start to move down and befriend Throg, which we kind of already have. As you can see, we've done a relatively high diplomacy-esque level up on my lord here. We've gone Respect to the North, getting 30 diplomacy with Warriors of Chaos, Demons of Chaos, and Beastmen and Norska. So anywhere and everywhere we go, we'll be well liked. Hey Dark, so pretty happy with what we've got thus far. I mean, I think only real corn stuff. Corn-specific stuff is not the best, as far as I'm concerned. So we can get Recruit Rank +2 and Armor of Bloodletters and Exalted. 10 armor is not that good. But the Heavy Gauntlets, right arm would be what it is. We don't have access to that just yet. Where is the Heavy Gauntlet? So this is probably like your Spiked Gauntlets. So this is it here. So this one is where you start getting the stuff. The Scythed Arm is better. I mean, it's one of those things where if you recruit that, it's pretty tasty. Heavy Gauntlets right arm. Wait, is this it? Yeah, I don't really care too much about my Bloodletters with Corn and Exalted Bloodletters. I don't think I'll get particularly crazy amounts of value. The Slaneshi Arm. Mortal Blow, melee attack, base weapon damage. No, I disagree. Base weapon damage is pretty doo-doo. I don't really want that. Base weapon damage, low-key, pretty doo-doo. Right. At the start? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, our stat line right now, Demon Prince is pretty nice. We're going to look at leveling this lord up as well. So yeah, now I guess all that needs to be done is maybe grab that back at some point. Hey, Avery, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We could global recruit, but we can't really afford it right now, so I don't think it's worth it just yet. But we'll move down, do what we need to do, and take the settlement to complete the province here, get some nurgle glory from that as well, and then take, hopefully, the capital as well. As I would imagine, in the capital specifically, if we can get a military building in there, I would imagine Archaon will be very pleased about that. I would imagine Archaon will be very pleased with that. Well, what have we just gotten? Another Blood Reaper, wow. That is kind of crazy. I'm relatively surprised by that. So yeah, we've just been given a random Blood Reaper. That's probably should be going as the secondary army to increase the mobility there, as we already have a relatively good chunk of mobility. This is going to be a classic case of let's go towards a little bit lower movement and go into channeling. We'll take out ports of the secrets. It's because I believe we've given ourselves... Yeah, we do have Plague of Rust, so we can actually use Winds of Magic now, so it will be important to sustain that. We've got double Mortis Engine as well. We've got the Pestilent Decay alongside the Serpentine Tail, which is good. We're now in a situation where we've got to be a little bit careful. I think Malice will remain to like us. We can declare war on Varg at any point, but I think Varg will like us even if we do declare war on them and just get peace with them. Okay, so Howling Citadel has been taken by Archaon now. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, this is really bad. The fact that we destroyed Tong... Wait, so the vassal was created over here, and it's actually what Archaon's vassal is? How does that make any sense? Now, how does that make any goddamn sense? Okay, I mean, hopefully... Yeah, while Boris is alive, he shouldn't attack us, so we'll let that slide for now. But yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's going to be damning for us, but we've got a lot of diplomacy bonuses with them, so I'm not too worried in that regard. Just got to continue on with the Khorne. Get the bonuses towards the Khorne units, and then I think I'm going to go towards Nurgle. As Khorne in general, like the units specifically, are very, very good. It's just a shame that the items you get for Khorne aren't as good as most, should I say. The random Slanesh Glory, okay. Septic Claw has been taken, so that means, yep, your boy has yoinked that. So this is the sacking of Kislev Cathar armies. Did I restart? Why? Because I wanted to test out Khorne Dedication straight away, Sinister. I wanted to test out Khorne Dedication instantly and see how that played. And from what I'm seeing, I think Khorne Dedication is the way to go early game, and then Nurgle. But I'm just trying to min-max and figure out at what point do you start transitioning away from the Dedication. Because this is where you hit... Oh, have we hit it already? No. This right here is where you hit the critical mass of getting really, really, really goddamn good strength on your Khorne units. And then you have heavily reliability on those units. I think the main difference... yeah, the main factor that I can tell... Because, yeah, the speed is really good, too. Yeah, this is just crazy. Bonuses infantry for all Khorne units is really good. Forsaken of Khorne and Chaos Furies. We could use Chaos Furies. Let me check what's new. I don't think we'll replace that anytime soon, nor will we replace this. We're a Drain Tank Mortis Engine. So that's going to be super good. Hopefully we'll have access into a Mage soon. Depending on what the glory require. How much glory do we need? We need 550. So if this gives us enough, we'll do it. I'm trying to auto-resolve that because there's not that many there. Wait. 80 gives us 3 off, doesn't it? I'm gonna occupy this as Nurgle. Oh no, I'm done. Ignore me. So we've got some more units. We can go into Khorne Glory there as well. So passively we'll get it. And once we get the ability to recruit that, that'll be really nice. We need Ram Archer now. Very happy with that. And then we can go into upkeep reductions of units further. So this is one of the reasons as to why it's very important to understand, you know, at what point to transition away from what you're currently going into. Because the Bloody Beast will only become valuable once we start getting it into the position where we're recruiting Minotaurs. And I think getting Khorne-specific allegiance very quickly allows you to get to that point. Got physical resistance, and then we're going to go into Deadly Onslaught as well. Yeah, I'm very happy with this so far. And honestly, it's one of those things where your economy is revolving completely around getting access into higher tier units alongside ensuring that you have the reductions required for your army specifically. Because you can see here, like, this Plague Drone of Nurgle is costing me roughly about 3 of these Marauders of Khorne, and I think that's worth it. This is so weird that we attacked them, because they spawned over here. So that was a really unfortunate rebellion situation, but I don't think it should matter too much. I think we probably can recover this a little bit. Oh, never mind. We are very close to being attacked by Archaon, it looks like. So let's make sure we be careful here. This is one of the biggest differences between the previous campaigns. Obviously, Archaon liked us a lot. A rebellion's happening here, but that's completely fine. The garrison in here is reasonably okay. So I'm okay with that for now. We could recruit somebody in there, but I don't really think we need to. Maybe we do, honestly. Were you able to vassalize last round? Yeah, I was indeed, but it did take a while, in fairness. It did take a long time. Let's get this guy in here because there's no cost to him. Although, yes, it'll increase the supply lines for this turn. It just ensures that if we do get sieged on this turn by the rebellion, which typically speaking they do. I do wonder if it's just better to kill him. Probably not, honestly. The only reason we could vassalize is because we owned a lot of the settlements to the east. But we've playtested this a little bit more, and now we have a lot better understanding of what RNG is specifically going to happen. So it's only really bolstering my... Yeah, look, this guy here again. How the heck? Where did you come from? Where are these guys coming from? And 3,000 of any type of glory. That's actually a really nice quest. That's a free money. This is such a weird thing to happen. I don't understand what's going on here. Because these vassalized Hmong, what are they called? Does that get us the hero? Big, it does. Occupy the following settlement. Alright, we're gonna go to get the towers. Yeah, I think it was Monolith that we traded. Wow, he really hates us. Like, really, really hates us. Even with the amount of diplomacy bonuses we have. We're just gonna be a little bit smarter with it. Did you miss the end of Jeff? Be good. Jeff is still alive and well. But we're in a situation now where I'm just trying to fully understand where to take the min-maxy stuff for Daniel right now. Addiction's back. Hey guys. We're just making sure that the bloodletting is continuing on. And I want to make sure these guys are both fighting together because right now we're getting 90 growth from them, which is insane. Alright, Forest of Decay is being sieged, so this is the reason why we put a Lord in there, just to ensure that we can kill him. Just ensure that was winnable. 500 gold. Yeah, might as well because we do need to sustain a little bit of a bankroll. And then this guy can just be kicked. Shame we're getting all these really cool ancillaries and stuff like that. We just kind of use them. So thoughts on min-maxing? Please don't get to there before I can. So far, my understanding is that Khorne is the best early game dedication. Khorne's the best early game dedication because not only do you get a better garrison, you get just better units in general. Give me a good time. Oh, cool. Much love to you, buddy. Hope you didn't. Hope the day improves. I'm happy that I can provide something that makes you happy.
Let us not allow haste or rage to dictate.
I'll declare war on you. Might as well just keep declaring war on random things that are miles away that Malekith is making him fight. I just need to figure out how to get more glory. It almost makes me feel like the glory's basically time-gated a little bit. We have a lot of bonus movement, so I'd be surprised if we can't attack Towers of Torment from here. This is a tier 3 settlement, so it should be relatively decent. Yeah, you go Khorne, Nurgle, Zinch. Slaanesh is a waste. No reason to go Slaanesh. Only value from Slaanesh is seducing units, but you know, there's not really an awful lot of Slaanesh units that I think to myself, do you know what? If only I had them, you know, this battle would be over. No, they're actually going to attack me before I get a chance to. Although looking at their army, it's not that good.
No higher power than I.
Hey, OPM. Right. Yeah, I think if they attack that, they'll lose. Honestly. I don't think they'll win this. Which is good, and I'm happy for that. Corn dogs probably are going to be reasonably decent. I think if we were to attack this next turn, hopefully we can. The Crystal Spires can go up to tier 3, but I can't afford it just yet. The whole value, like, this is one of the things that people probably really underestimate, is your economy is garbage until you start reducing the cost of all your units. Like minus 15 here, minus 15% for everything here. And then obviously within Undivided specifically, you can go into another minus 15%. You can go into the Cornesque variant of it, so an extra minus 25%, but the main thing regarding what you're doing is as you're running around everywhere, you're basically just gathering cash per settlement, right? And the bloodletting is so important for that. You can use growth from bloodletting to basically stabilize your economy by having better stuff overall. I'm wondering how much this is going to sack, because sacking is dependent on the cost of all the buildings inside of it. So, looking at this army, I don't think it can beat this one in an order resolve, so I'm not too worried about it winning. I'm not too worried about it taking it. But yeah, the core fundamentals is legitimately just that you need to ensure that you're just reducing the cost of everything. And sticking to one dedication for a bit. I think if... Please don't siege it. Thank God. Surely I can attack from here. Yeah, I can. Good. Good, good, good. Such an awkward army to fight, this one. Holy moly. But thankfully we've got this mage. The 4Ds. Duck, Die, Dip, and Daniel. Exactly. Let's chuck you in here. Oh, I can't. That sucks. Right, so I'm going to have to hopefully... I'm going to hope for a military building inside the settlement. Which would then allow me to trade it to Archaon. And that's what's going to keep me in his good books. We just really need to get this. 2 turns until decay from activity. Oh, is it only 2 turns until you decay? That's crazy. So we've got the Mortis engine here, which obviously is going to be a struggle against all the range, but we've got the Lord following us here. That's like the core, like the main thing. If you don't go magic on Daniel, you have to ensure that you have magic through either a Lord or a hero. Otherwise, you're just going to get shafted. Min-maxing strat is sucking up to Archaon. I mean, you can definitely fight him. It's just why would you bother trying to attack him when trying to vassalize him gives you more consistency, or just trying to become friends with him is consistency. Because you got to keep in mind that trying to spread yourself thin to the east is just not worth it when you can just go beat up the entirety of the Empire alongside Kislev. It's just you're basically giving yourself a harder time for no reason. Miss the auto-resolve quest battles mod. Wait, have they gotten rid of that? I didn't realize they got rid of it. Isn't it killing him down to victory condition? I mean, personally, I don't really care too much about the victory condition, but potentially I'll check. Plus, you can always do the ultimate crisis gubbins to not have to worry about it. Right, let's have a look at over here. We got Blythe still alive, which is good. Once my mage comes in, we can punish the fact that they're positioning the way they are. Look at the Giga Chat because of Light Warriors. Think CA is making a 40k version of it? Yeah, surely. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if they're not attempting to do 40k stuff. It's like, as long as they scope it into a very small perspective and they don't go too hard or too ham with it all, then it'd print money, right? Like, be honest with yourself. Be honest with me. Type 1 in the chat if you'd play a Warhammer 40k Total War. Type 1 in the chat if you would. And be honest. How many of y'all would play it? I would argue a lot of you would want to play 40k. Because 40k is pretty damn popular. Wow, we are smoking this poor guy. Wait, I missed him twice with that. Do a little cheeky cycle. There we go. It's annoying we lost as much damage as we did. I think it'd be nearly as interesting in fantasy in terms of factions. No, you'd have to scope in very, very I think you'd have to be careful with who you introduce, just due to the nature of it. And it's one of those things as well, you got to keep in mind that 40k, well, Total War in general. Do I have healing yet? No, I don't. 40k in general. Well, Total War, like Total War 10 years ago, Warhammer 1, 10 years ago, everyone assumed they would not be able to do it, right? Everybody assumed that it just wasn't a recipe they could even attempt. They attempted it and absolutely did a fantastic job with it. You know, we are where we are now. I have to go through the first 39,999 to understand what's going on. Yes, you actually do, yeah. Takes a long time. Skip to 28,544, it gets better, true. It's a premium vintage, that one. Let me just do single cast so I can keep healing my units. Because of Children of Nurgle. Oh, do I not have Children of Nurgle yet? No, I do. I was going to say. Right. Now what I'm going to do is get this guy off of his mount next turn. Once he gets his rock fly, it'll be a lot better then. So those are dervishes and a ring lancer. Don't have to worry too much. It's going to be an absolute hit if it's done right. 100%. It'll be by far the most popular game ever. Hey, Hudson. It'll be by far the most popular Total War game they make. If they do it right. I think we've all been burnt too much. If they make a bad release of something, I think it'll just die very quickly. So they're gonna have to get it right, you know. Another Warhammer 3 release? No, thank you. Come on. We've been burnt too many times to suffer through another bad release. Put you guys there. Put you guys here. Right. This is fine. As we'll be able to get a lot of damage off. It's just really annoying how they're positioning. Beautiful damage. Because you got to keep in mind, this builds from either lords. Either lords. Oh man, if I could have gotten in there, that would have been so good. Honestly, just getting more wins probably makes more sense. If only I could have had a Blight Boil. Guys, can somebody give me a Burning Head? Can you guys just give me a Burning Head? Wait, actually, I'd have to go to the doctors for that. Please don't give me a Burning Head. Give me something else. Double cast into there. Beautiful. Really nice magic usage here. And then Daniel can sort of chill out and just cycle down here. Rot flies. Probably should start dealing with them. The only difference between Warhammers? Oh, honestly, there's not... I mean, there is vast differences, but there's not crazy differences. There's definite differences. You know, the core concept is around the same gods. But same but different, honestly. Sponge as much damage as you can, my dude. Keep shooting into here. Keep shooting. Shoot the slides here if you can. Hey, PBR. The food made of England. Let's play front to back now. Goal here is to try and kill them as fast as possible. I'm going to try and get my mage in a position where we can actually... because all we're going to do now is just push their infantry back, and then we've got all of their archers just available to kill. So I'm just trying my best to just play supportive with this. Be as supportive as possible. Once we crush to the front line here, we're absolutely laughing. Nice. Just gotta be really careful for all the random units being annoying. I'm just trying to get these guys routed, get my units through, and then all of a sudden all of these infantry line are just going to do nothing. Yo, Helmet, thanks for the follow, buddy. Just get this broken through. Pull these guys back a second. Because it's one of those really important factors of just leveraging the fact that you are significantly outnumbering them. Or from a perspective of strength, or overall strength. Now you can see the concentrated forces here have allowed me to completely push through now. And then breaking through, so now all the archers are absolutely doomed. And what we'll do is we'll do a corn thing before. Pull you guys away. Turn you guys around for the sleds. Just absorb pressure where possible. And now we've completely broken this line. The annoying thing about Kislev is obviously they'll hold the line for a very long time. So we just need to spread out this way now. Yeah, I mean, corn dedication would be good for Bloodletters, because I think Bloodletters are one of the better spawns. Yeah, definitely one of the better spawns. Battlesey I played today as Rakath, and 2 AA factions attacked me for no real reason. They don't hate me even. Is that part of the sandbox? Oh, I don't understand. Zoo? Good question, buddy. Were they at war with somebody? Is my first question. Were either of the factions that declared war on you at war with anybody themselves? Because you gotta remember that the AI pretty much will always ensure they're at war with at least one person, typically speaking. From my experience, the AI always ensures they're at war with one person. And if they weren't at war with anybody, you might just have been the person that was closest to them that were like, you know, we'll just fight this guy then. And the annoying thing is, the AI will then determine who to attack in that respective. After they know, you know, how many wars you're at. I think they're more likely to declare war on you if you're in a lot of wars yourself. One of them was in war, and second, not war. So, was it a case of the second... Wait, did you get declared war on by the second person without wars, and then the first person joined in? Because you're more likely to be attacked afterwards. Can you only get Eltharian special units from Torgores? No, I think you can get the special units from any building. You just have to have higher tier, I think. Just tier 5 settlements. Sounds like on the secondary one, Zoo, you just got unlucky. It definitely just sounds you got pretty damn unlucky, my friend, unlucky. I think the guns are not the problem. Many factions now already use a lot of gunpowder. I wonder how they'll address the scale of the game. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing regarding 40k that's still pending. I think the gunplay and everything like that will never be an issue. It's just obviously how do you scope into the world of 40k. And like I said, if you make it if you put it to one planet specifically, you can probably play all around with that quite a lot. But if you're not ensuring that, you know, if you make the scope too large, then it won't work. Start small and then scope out once you actually have the game in front of you and see what people enjoy. Zoo, who you play? So you play Rakath. Oh, you'll be hated by both of them. Yeah, Rakath is not liked. Dark Elves in general are not very liked. Like, for example, if you're playing as Karl Franz, like, any of the Order-Tide factions around there are not really going to fight you, right? You're not going to get attacked by anyone that's an Order-Tide in that area. Damn it, the military building left. Alright, I've got to be careful now. Damn it, the gyroscope room is not something I can build unless I have a Kislev. Unless I've got Zinch. That's really annoying. Do I fight Archaon or try and befriend him? First and foremost, let's figure out what our victory conditions are. So no, yeah. Ascend in service of any Chaos God or as an undivided champion of all. Just 35 settlements. Long victory. You do have to kill him. Wow, you got to kill all the Chaos. All the Warriors of Chaos. But short victory specifically. Wow, wins of preserved, but 30% is insane. That is an awful lot. I think I'm kind of surprised by that. We're going to go Flesh the Abundance because we want to heal where possible. We're going to keep reducing the cost of my Corn Army because that's where my economy starts stabilizing. Here we want to go into hit points. Make him as tanky as he can be. Bloodthrone I'm not really vibing with. I'd rather him be on foot for now. Mainly because of the fact that it's going to be really hard just to keep him alive. Oh, I might need to... defense for mitigation. Oh, no, I don't. So, if you put a lord that... a hero that has the exact same traits, you know, regarding the embed, into another army, the army will only ever use the last person that's gone into the army. Let me reword that. So you can see that Skaldir increases mobility. And you can also see that Blythe also increases mobility. And if I were to put Blythe in the army first, and then the other hero in, I would only get the default mobility. I wouldn't get all the additional benefits from here because he's the first person to go in, not the last. And you have to be the last person to take the trait. So you got to be careful with that when you're using multiple heroes of the same type. Hey, lonesome traveler, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull's throne. We's feeling corny. Yeah, my only worry now is obviously Archaon is probably going to fight us. Do I just kill everybody over here? It is going to delay our ability to get towards killing Kislev. Let's go war on you guys. I honestly don't think it's going to be fine. Do you know what? We'll fight Archaon. We'll give it a difference here. It just means that we're going to be spread a little bit thin. Now you can see my income is recovering because I'm using just corn armies, right? Like, my army is pretty cheap because of that. It's so annoying that this is the faction that spawned because of it. Like, I didn't attack Tong properly. Rebellion minus 35. Did I kill Tong Rebellion? That is so silly. Let me look at my army. Yeah, we can kill him. I need to force march closer to you, though. If he does declare war on me, we already have the military building in here. So this element's already got a pretty hefty garrison. You're Herefire. Yo, Herefire, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you. I remember the name Herefire. Yeah, maybe it's the smartest thing to do. Alright, we'll see what he does. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't declare war on me. Very surprised, in fact. But we'll see. We will have to, what they call, wait and see. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken... I was going to say it'd be relatively unlikely for him to do so. But this is no bueno. Having an army in my terrain as deep as this kind of puts me off fighting him. It puts me off fighting him quite heavily. Wow, Astrogoth is really crushing. I mean... what even is the army? Wait, they're literally using the same regiments renown that I am. I have all these RRRs that they're using. The damn traitors, I tell you. You don't get what they have currency? Yeah, I mean it's like favor between gods, right? It's not a defined money, it's more favor. It's crazy the cost glory requirements. Like, Minotaurs of Khorne goes so hard. Let me get the control building in there. I love the fact that it's a garrison and a control building. It's so nice. I don't think I can upgrade that just yet. I don't see the value in it just yet. So Port of Secrets is pretty squishy. Crystal Spires is very tanky due to the secondary building here as well. So the decisions need to be made here. It means if I do that, I'll have to fight and attack a lot of stuff at the same time. You'd have availability attacking the Port of Secrets. so there's no point declaring war on them now. And the annoying thing regarding fighting Warriors of Chaos is that their recruitment is purely instantaneous, right? They can recruit anywhere. As long as it's a different province, they'll just recruit units. So killing their main capital and trading settlements doesn't really matter. Nor does it give me that much value. So I have to be smarter about that. I mean, it's a lot of free settlements, though, potentially. Who are you at war with? I don't know where they're going. It's the problem I have right now. If they declare war on me, they declare war on me. I just don't know. I'm not sure what the best direction is here. Because logically speaking, you'd think going towards here and just kind of claiming these lands might be an alright idea. Because fighting alongside Astrogoth, I don't hate. Okay, Catherine owns the Hell Pit, so that's bad news for that. You at war with Catherine yet? No, you're at war with the Zazel. It's gonna break. Hell is gonna break loose soon. Hell is gonna break loose soon. We need a few more levels. I'm thinking moving towards the capital of this. Because this is Tong's location. And then force them to attack whatever's closest to them. This is the Nurgle hero, or Nurgle mage, excuse me. So let's merge these guys. And chuck the mage in there. I'm still trying to think about what triggers the Archaon to come through. Tong is Archaon's vassal, that's fine. I will fight Archaon this time if I have to. As I can't see his armies anywhere apart from the one here. I'm going to trespass a warning him. As my dude, stop walking around my settlement like a jerk. I'm intrigued to see what he does from this. My expectation is I may get attacked. It's a very realistic possibility. And if that is the case, I'm right next to Tong's settlement, so that's wiped his vassal out from the get-go, pretty much. So he hasn't. I want to know what Garethor is going to do, because a lot of my settlements will be easy pickings for him. Like, a lot of my settlements will become easy pickings. Trespassing warning ignored. See, I don't know where he's going. I don't know what to worry. I don't know where he's going, and I don't know what he's doing. I can't sustain another army. I can't really sustain another army right now. If they were at war with somebody, I could then yoink it through that. And yo, Haxo, how are you doing, buddy? Hope you had a wonderful stream, my friend. Give you a shout out. It was a pleasure as always playing with you. Do you want to making guide soon, Juan? I'm just finishing off and ironing out what my expectations and my understanding for this faction is. But yes, the guide should be out in the next week or two. Just understanding exactly what makes it strong. But yeah, if you guys don't know who the wonderful Haxo is, please do go check him out. He's a great guy. Oh, we played some Old World mod. Love that. Oh, interesting enough. I could probably trade the settlement I've just got here. The Tower of Torment. So instantly we gain favor with him again. Or we can fight him. Right, guys, do me a favor. Type 1 in the chat if you want me to fight Archaon. Type 2 if I should befriend him. Ended up with a pretty ballsy start with Daniel. After taking the second Nurgle settlement, I rampaged over to Malice and besieged his settlement with him inside. Won the field battle and took him out. Nice, dude. 1 for fighting, 2 for playing it diplomacy-wise. Do we beat up Archaon? What's the situ, folks? What do you think? It's going to really, really be a little annoying regarding where we're going to be positioned. But we'll see. As always, you guys are the deciding factor. So whatever you think. Vassalize him? What, by fighting him? Beat the crap out of him? There can only be one ever chosen? I mean, that is true. That is true. It'd be interesting to see if I declare war on... Wait, who's...
Are you after a drink?
Wait, you're the vassal of you. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, there's 2. Right, let's get it.
Denied.
You guys have indeed decided their fate. And the fate is death. Seemingly this guy can actually come over here. So let's walk back in here. This army's pretty trash, so honestly we'd probably be fine with that. I'm gonna take him off this. It reduces his health pool by quite a lot, but he's just so unbelievably easy to shoot. Which is the problem that they have. I don't want a guy that's just going to be a walking, please shoot me, you know? It's like, please shoot me, please shoot me. It's like, no. I don't want you to be shot. In actual fact, I'd quite like you to live. We'll put the blues in there. That'll be fine. Those blues will do work. What was that wrong? Because it's quite an easy one. Keep going corn because I can get a better garrison from corn. I can continuously make their lives hell with it. I really wish I could build this in one turn. Like, there was some ways of I could build things instantly. Like, it's one of my favorite things that happened to Dark Elves, right? So look at this. 187. Let's go over here. Boom. Reduction of corn again. To 349. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Go into Measure of Pestilence. Let's get the mage in the side of the army now leveled up. Because we don't necessarily need magic just for a little bit. Right, so now this army is going to be a pain in the nuts. What mage are you? You're a death mage. Don't know what I can throw in here. That would be strong enough to start doing some damage here. Let me look again. Chaos Spawns, Chaos Trolls, and Regiments Renowned. If I had more money, I could definitely do this. There's nobody in there that we can see. There's nobody in there that we can see. There is an army of 8, which means there's an army of 16 around here. The Writing Fortress is probably where a lot of his armies are. He'll have probably 2 to 3. But yeah, the Old World mod is awesome, so glad to see you got to play at Hacksaw. It's almost spring. It is indeed. I'm curious to see how curious you are to fight him. Yeah, it's one of those things where when someone has a lot of vassals, people are less likely and less inclined to fight you. So they're going to take a reasonable chunk of attrition, which is about 10%. I'm happy with the garrison thus far for now. I just can't afford to spend anything. I'm just going to be looking for settlements now. How's the new RR units? I don't remember which ones they are. But, I mean... all the new Shadows of Change stuff are pretty solid. All the new Shadows of Change stuff are pretty damn solid, I won't lie to you. This was expected. So we can see the army now, so we know what we're up against. Wow, them having Chaos Halberds and the Sunesh is not ideal. Wow, they've raised it. Honestly, probably a good thing for me. We're going to look to try and fight the Norskins and whittle their numbers down. If we can attack this in one turn, I'm going to do it though. Oh, what a tease. Only just. What's this one? Raise or sack this settlement. Probably worth actually because we need the money. You are such a little rat, aren't you? It's annoying because instead of attacking this settlement, which was closer, they're now attacking this one over here. And I doubt I can force march there into... oh, I can. No, we'll get in the zone of control of the settlement, so hopefully that'll be enough. So I'd imagine this guy might do something as well, because this lord is going to be able to do a lot. Is there a place in the UK you can recommend a visit? I mean, for the most part, the UK is pretty garbage, but York is nice, where I'm from. I quite like York. Let's go for the capital, it'll be easy to defend. Well, as far as BFFS, this is a new run. Scrap, this is a new run. I'm in the process of trying to murder him this time. The chat decreed it, but I think it's min-maxy to befriend him. I think it's min-maxy to befriend him. So this is over here. They're going to get to the ports. If we can defend it, that'd be ideal. I'm going to knock him down a few pegs. Take the Howling Citadel off of them. The garrisons are all trash. We might have to start transitioning toward more Chaos Warriors soon. Wait, I can locally recruit them? Oh, of course, we put the military building in here. So it's probably worth getting the normal Chaos Warriors of Khorne in now, because we'll actually need some frontline. And we still need to go towards getting the bonus to inventory. Oops. From the Khorne stuff. Right, if they don't attack Port of Secrets this turn, I'm gonna be very big happy. That's really unfortunate. That's annoying because they've just given that guy a place to be now. I think I can destroy this army. Oh, dude. They're just going to poop stuff out, aren't they? They're going to try and poop stuff out. Damn it, I couldn't level it up in time. Taking the settlement is fine. Yeah, that's super simple fight. Fine with that. More Khorne dedications. Give me the bonus of this inventory, baby. How far are we from it? Because at this point, I'm going to start transitioning. Once I hit 2,200 into Nurgle, then, because I think the Nurgle gear overall is just better, and we get the plagues, so that'll be huge. Oh, the two-hander. We should probably be using the two-hander, boys. Remember this will cause a conflict. The following will be removed. Chaos Sword. Yeah, jog on. I don't mind about that. That is absolutely fine with me, Chief. Let's have a look if there's anything we necessarily want to upgrade. It might be worth to use some of the oversized medium armor to get the Faded Buna, just in case we want to try and have something to deal with a lot of their elite infantry. It is one of the really interesting things that you have to have a relatively high amount of foresight to understand exactly what you need to build. Because you've really got to check what you're going to be fighting against. Like, you really have to be paying attention to what you're fighting. To know exactly what you need to look like. And what your build needs to be. Oh, Stream of Corruption is goated. That's super good, this one. Really happy with this one. Oversized heavy armor might honestly be worth... Where is it? Ah, it's quite far down. It's like 660 to get. Let's go into this, into that. Replenish troops could be useful, but just not yet. We probably should get a couple Khorne units. So Archaon himself is here now. So Monolith of Festalung has got a few decent units in there. So now, let me just have a look at some of his army. He's got the Prince, got the Hero, decent cavalry, decent infantry. Okay, so it's time to replace a few of these bad boys then. Let's go ahead and merge what we can. Good. Double Chaos Warrior. Do I have the set yet? Hold on. If you really wanted to care, you could do this. Do I have the set for it now? No, it's actually quite far away. The Jagged Bestial Horn, so we couldn't increase the recruit rank of him. You'll have to pull back. Might be an angle of repositioning this guy. I don't think they'll have anything on this side, so I'm not too worried about that. The only thing that would be annoying is if Malice tries to yoink this from me.
I am Malice, tyrant of hag grief.
Oh, it's my capital, so I can't trade it, of course. So, oh, dude, Bloodletting is so low down now because this guy's not fighting anything. Yeah, this guy's just not being able to fight. It's the one downside to splitting your armies off and being at war with many people. Like, the Bloodletting is just losing so much value. But individually, if you can catch these guys off, that'd be preferred. So if I can catch this army coming this way, but we'll have to wait and see which direction it goes. Because Archaon's going to attack the model off, which is fine. We're expecting that. He can do that. And then we need Daniel to start moving towards the left to destroy the Port of Secrets, I think. Because we should have good visibility on what's coming down this side. But yeah, killing all of the Warriors of Chaos is your long victory condition, so... Yep, we expected that. So we're getting a full good look of his army. It's weird having same units against each other. Hell cannons should be relatively easy to deal with. What is the best, in your opinion? You go Corn until the bonus versus inventory. You go Nurgle to get the plagues. And you just try and leverage your festering. Excuse me, you leverage... Oh my god, can I attack him? Dude, that is the biggest sad thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, attacking him right now would be the biggest dub ever. Is there any way to increase his movement? Man, if I could give him an Ankiller right now, I could actually reach this. Oh, that'd be so goddamn good. Oh, we'll see if the bug happens. Let me go over here. Let me force march. And then go back into it. Ah, it didn't work again. Sometimes you can buff it. Buffer it to basically give you more movement. It's really weird. I don't know why it does it. It's a really weird thing, but it works. So I ain't going to judge it. Sit in the settlement. Let's upgrade this one to get another some more units in there. And this army will be pretty damn good to defend. Do we have any flying units? Yeah, we do. We've got the Plague Drones. So the Plague Drones are responsible for killing the Hell Cannon. We've got an army running towards the left, so you're going to be moving towards this side. We'll have a good garrison ready to boot alongside, obviously, the mage in there. Yeah, when things don't go your way, relatively quickly you're going to start struggling because of the fact that you just can't sustain the bloodletting. But I'm really hopeful we'll get Archaon in ambush here. If we get Archaon in the ambush here, we can then push forward to take the rest of his terrain. Because the one that was on the left side that raised the settlement... Oh my god, we are literally kissing Archaon right now. We are legitimately kissing Archaon on stream. And I think I like it. Right, let's have a look. Honestly, with all this, it doesn't matter, so just pick Corn. Bankrupt. Wait, where the hell did all my money go? Oh my god, I upgraded this, didn't I? Well, Archaon's going to give us a ton of cash, so it's fine. His army's going to be winded as well. Pretty sure that's correct, right? Yep. Wait, Vigor in Battle active. That does nothing. That's fresh. After you get bloodletting, you want to passively go towards getting plagues as well. Wow, did we have a... Wow, we actually do have minus 10% to melee attack because of the fact that bloodletting's screwing us over because it took so long to fight somebody. Oh, dude, I should have changed my composition. I should have changed the way about I should have changed Daniel a little bit and gotten the armor piece that gives me the Fate of Buna. Taking one tick of attrition here is not ideal. They don't really have anything to protect the Hell Cannon, thankfully. So, Archaon is going to be annoying, but we don't actually have healing. Demon Prince is available for both Demons and Warriors. Coffin? I think so. I think so. Sparring Champions on the left. What magic do we have? Oh, trash magic. We do have Stream of Corruption on Daniel here, though. We unfortunately took a 10% attrition on across all of our units, though. Which, as I'm sure you can imagine, is not ideal. Yeah, we can overcast this. We got a ton of winds of magic. I'm not happy with that. Yeah, we've taken Blythe off of the mount as well, which is good. And this is exactly what we expected them to do. This is pretty much what the AI kind of defaults to. It's really weird. And we should relatively easy be able to avoid the Hell Cannon now. As if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of guided. How did I dodge the first two? How did I dodge the first two? Oh, there you go. Like, turn as it shoots you? Yeah, turn as it shoots you. Yeah, okay. Oops, wasn't paying attention to that one. It's kind of cheese, not gonna lie, but if it works, it works. No, I've got to be really careful now. I have no way of healing Daniel up unless I'm in melee. Wow, you gotta go really wide to dodge it. And yeah, you can get Demon Princes, Coffin. You can as Demons of Chaos. Dude, that's crushing it, but... Structure Shard, that's fine. How much ammunition is left? 8. Nice. Turn as it comes over. Turn as it comes over. Turn. Didn't do that correctly. That one's fine. Oh my goodness. Please don't lose my mage for no reason. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm throwing. The one unit's going to kill Archaon is now is not available to shoot. I don't think I'm not sure if I can win now. I forgot to reposition my aspiring champions, and they're the only unit that can kill Archaon. Well, it'll be a banger. It'll be a banger. I completely forgot to move them. And now Archaon is basically free to kill all my units. I gotta heal Daniel up. Oh my days, this is so bad now. Yep, that giant's his. Smiley face. I am what they call trolling. Mate, I am just playing such like a noob. What are we going to get from this? Important Sword is not the worst. Oh, I used that. Good distraction, pull out. Looks like my PC is going to crash. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Oh my god, I pressed J over here, so all my inventory just ran away. Yeah, winning on this side at least. I mean, I'm very lucky that the that Spirit Leeches haven't been spammed on me. I literally was just about to jinx myself, wasn't I? Alright, let's see what we can do here. Please be the nurgle one. Give me the nurgle one. Not what we need. I think we're going to have wounds on us permanently. Mate, Archaon is an absolute unit. Like, Archaon, chill. Just let me murder you, like... WTF, stop being so rude. He's such a rude dude, man. Alright, is there anyone that can fight that's going to heal me? Yeah, these guys probably should. Holy crap, Archaon's stat line's insane. We just need to heal a little bit. Yeah, let's get a trickle of healing. Thankfully, the giant's going to get crushed. It's such a close fight. Because I threw my aspiring champions for no reason. My god. The value he's getting right now is not ideal. If I had my lord with me, this would be a lot better. I just need Daniel to heal up a little bit more. We'll keep casting spells over here because of the children of Nurgle. Thankfully he's spirit leeching this guy. As long as I don't get... as long as I'm not letting him get his barrier back, yeah, it should be alright. Shouldn't be as bad, should I say. Go for the little swings of here. Blythe, you my hero. Pull away from that magic if we can with these. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Or seemingly wasn't too bad. Oh my god, the charging. We just need to mob him a little bit. I gotta run away from these fine champions though. Man, I can't believe the one unit that will actually help me, I forgot to move. I guess it's getting late. Copium. It's getting quite late, you know. It is what it is. Nice. Come on, Daniel. Nurgle, Nurgle, Nurgle. Give me the Nurgle, give me the Nurgle, give me the Nurgle. Not what we need. Look, his barrier was regenerating then. And the drones are struggling to hit him. And that just did more friendly fire than helped me. Retro. Oh. I guess it's a case of just sit here and pray now. Mate, Archaon is crushing us. I think the attack animations are really not helping us in the slightest way, shape, or form. Can't believe I did what I did. I just can't believe that I made that mistake. Should have had the charge of the Berserkers. It was the fact that my aspiring champions were in my army specifically to allow me to kill Archaon, but I just left them. Look at that 6.1k value. Nah, I'm gonna... We'll do it again. Yeah, one simple mistake like that is going to cost the campaign otherwise. Because there's no way that Archaon would have even remotely close to be able to kill him. And the second he came in, he'd get crushed. Is there any Spirit Leech armor? Having Spirit Leech would help a lot. I think having Spirit Leech would help a lot as well. I still can't believe the newbie mistake I made. Sometimes it do be like that though. Sometimes it really do be like that. To sail with the Black Ark was one of the greatest honours that any druid could ever aspire to. I tried long and hard to earn my berth upon the wind of damnation, slaying several undeserving rivals to be the post along the way. Yeah, I think being in Dark Elves is just not the vibes. Being in the Dark Elves does not sound like a fun thing. Oh, and guys, on Sunday, so 2 days, will be my last stream ever as a full-time content creator. Had to give you a bit of a pause. Had to do a little bit of a pause. So I'll be working full-time. We're going back to full-time on Monday. Don't have any bonus versus large, like... I'll miss my streams. I'll be streaming maybe 3 times a week. I'll have to see what works around my schedule now. What's the new job, Sneaky? It is a Center of Excellence Cloud Product Owner. That's what my new job is. And I'm very excited for it. I'm basically being paid double what I was before I started being a full-time streamer. So, it's definitely well worth me taking it. You know, I honestly, being a full-time streamer is like the best thing ever, but I think my personal creativity deteriorates when I have a reliance of making money. I think if I don't have to worry about money, then I think me as a content creator is better. Plus, I don't like the whole elements of, you know, my reliance on you guys donating and subbing and things like that. I'd rather we just had a nice chill time and we just, you know, played games together and just had fun, you know? So that was one of the biggest catalysts to getting a full-time job. Working from home, very happy. Yeah, I'll be working from home pretty much every day, apart from, well, Monday to Friday, apart from once a month, I think. Where's the hallway? It's not a job. Yeah, true, but I think once it becomes your income, it's a little bit different. Nice to hear, happy for you. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. I think the dynamic changed, you know, and I personally didn't like that. I tried full-time streaming for 6 months and just didn't. I felt like I wasn't being the best streamer I could have been. So I've taken the necessary steps to be the better streamer. I'm happy with it. Nice, good damage. Right, I am going to cast my heart out. So much less stressful working from home. Yeah, I've worked from home for like a long time now. COVID was a blessing in respects to working from home. Like pretty much every company, for the most part, you know, is on board with working from home. Like, especially within IT. We'll keep going anyway. Thank you, Sneaky. It just means that I can spend more time doing cool stuff. And making cool stuff. I'm really surprised. Oh, we're going to try and do... Nah, I'm not going to try and dodgeball again. I did not enjoy dodgeball. Right, here we go, here we go. Turn into it. Like that. Never mind. I'm just going to get the plague drones to go kill him. It's not worth me losing like 3,000 of my health. So what do? You like turn last second? Like that? Yeah, that worked. Wait, they have no range, so can't I just walk over and attack Hell Cannon? Yeah, there you go. Dodged it again. I'll be intrigued to see if he changes target. Oof. Skin of the teeth. I avoid it. By the skin of the teeth. So last second, before it comes in. No, I can't move properly. Yeah, that was guaranteed to hit. Hey, Spirit Leeches are coming out, that's fine. I feel like it's a lot easier to do on fast forward mode for some reason. Dodge. Dodge. Boom. Beautiful. So this is the cavalry. Man, the spying champions will have an absolute field day there. They're getting crushed. After it's shot, don't switch directions. Wait, it'll shoot on your last known location, so you're going to have to dodge. You're going to have to switch directions, no? Like, isn't the whole point it shoots at your last known location? And it has slight homing, but I don't think it'll impact it that much. From my understanding. Turning around will take more time. It depends on the direction you're walking. It depends on how you're doing it, because turning around, like doing a full 360, I agree, yes, takes ages. Hey, Sarathel, good to see you, buddy, hope you're well. Okay, here's the magic. But, thankfully, we're in a good position for this. I'm going to cast with you because of Child of Nurgle. Just get some healing on my army. You move back, you move back. You crush these guys. You crush these guys. Archaon's over here now. You move back. You pull up this side, and let's start getting aggressive on the left flank here. And Archaon, daddy chill. Yeah, the bolt can jog on. It doesn't help at all. I mean, Daniel's not that weak. Counter argument. I don't think Daniel's like crazy weak. I think it just... Daniel specifically takes a lot of attention because he has the most flexibility to build whatever is needed. There is no one else that has the capability of building exactly what's needed like he can. You can pick from any of the Chaos Gods. You can just do whatever you fancy in that respect. Right, shoot the Giant again. There's the Blonde. Main thing is that you don't need to dedicate towards Zinch to get the new Shadows of Change units, which is really nice. It's one of the big dubs at the moment. Okay, that's the clump over there. We actually do need to kind of move away from that. Let's stop clumping. Let's avoid clumping now. Let's get these firing champions over to kill Archaon as well. It's their job. Let's get you jumping in here for a sec. Get you over to the hero. Beautiful. Now these aspiring champions should do a fantastic job. Ooh, I'm actually going to leverage this. Let's buff all melee here. Let's cast into this direction, but as long as we're doing it far enough away, it should be fine. Because it won't friendly fire. Beautiful. Just doesn't reach. Beautiful. Right, everyone hit Archaon. And we can route the line with the Terror here. And as long as I'm avoiding taking damage with massive magic blobs, we're fine. I'm going to look for another cast here too. If it's anything DPS-wise, we'll chuck it down here. And it is indeed DPS. Chuck it on the outskirts of their terrain. Make sure we're continuously keep on focusing Archaon here. Go for another cast through here. But let's use the mage where possible, because we're not overcasting, so I'd rather use this for the Children of Nurgle for the healing on my army. Let's spread you guys out again. Okay, the Hell Cannon over here has 5 health and run away. Let's go for a charge into here. Fortunately, the other pinks got into combat, so we're not going to be able to do too well there. Let's see if we can deal with the Giant here. We really need to kill Archaon. Hopefully we don't take too much damage for doing this. But my aspiring champions are pretty critical of killing Archaon here. He's just an absolute beast. Try and move away from that. Let's get you guys into here. A lot of their units are going to be routing here. And we'll take them individually here. Current situation game, who's the strongest legendary lord? On the game in your opinion. Who's the current strongest legendary lord? Good question. Honestly, Kairos is really, really good right now. Kairos goes pretty hard at the moment. Of that, I can't lie. But it's difficult to conclude because in multiplayer specifically, the strongest is actually Kislev in Domination, I believe. The strongest is indeed Kislev. But single player, oh, that is a huge heal. Please drop between my single entities. It looks like it is. I'm gonna ignore the aspiring champions for now. I can't kill them. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is the strongest legendary lord? Celeste faction weak in general, just bad for Daniel. Weak in general. What happened with Karis? Just the crazy amount of mortal units he has access to now. Is Chad Calfran's? I've gotta be unbiased here though, you know? Alright, big. We won. Right. You keep casting spells just to make sure. I hate Archaon so much. Ooh, ball change is big. Get Children of Nurgle healing my army here. How much damage are you going to do? Reasonable amount. Let's make sure these Seb's claws are going to die. Hey, James. All is relatively talking strict 1v1, magic, etc. That is true. I mean, your Doom stacks, like Malice has always been one of the best Doom stackers. Like one-man Doom stackers. Like Yuan Bow's pretty strong because you can get the vampire sword really early on. And you have different pools of regeneration in either your dragon and your human form. Right, that was so much better. Like, these guys are so goddamn good. For better guys, it's wise to go for 8 peaks or take out etc. around you first. No, go for 8 peaks, just delay it. Just ensure that you've built enough of a ensure you've built enough to sustain yourself and be okay if you do go on a massive war. Because people make the mistake of trying to go to Carrick 8 peaks just straight away. When in actual fact, you want to make sure that you're at least going to be okay if anything happens, right? Single entity, probably Scarbrand. Oh, the strongest legendary lord in the game is Kugath by a long way. There is nobody in the game that is, from a power level overall, nobody is remotely close to Kugath. Like 1 versus 1, he'll beat anybody. He's the best duelist in the game. He is by far the best duelist in the game, and it's not even remotely close. There is nobody that's as good as Kugath. Kugath, yep. Kugath. Nobody's as strong as Kugath. May sounds like I'm capping, but I'm not joking. How so? I mean, he has, what is it, like 20,000 hit points-ish? He has the availability of basically becoming unbelievably tanky. Obviously, he has weaknesses regarding you can just shoot him to death. But overall, I think he is just someone that is just unbelievably powerful. Yeah, like, you know, Liam is saying, he's got a Mortis Engine, super high HP pool. There's no one really that can fight him. He's obviously got Nurgle magic, which is the strongest magic in the game. Yeah, I think he honestly is very, very good. I think we've gone into this as much as we need to. Now it's an interesting one as to what to look for. Knowing Diplomat wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But I don't really want to go down towards Zinch, because I'm not really going to leverage Zinchian stuff too much. Replenishment, I don't hate the idea of. Increased movement. HP. If we were going to fight... If we're going to be fighting Archaon again, I'd take Rancid Visitations, but Stream of Corruption here is fine. I've got the Giant now we can use ourselves. We're just needing... We need to move up for Bloodletting. Honestly, do I want to risk losing a unit? Nah, I don't need to lose an unit. There's also a massive pin cushion. Well, yeah, it's situational, right? If you're talking about isolated 1 versus 1s, Kugath is best in the game. If you're talking about like overall versus range things, he's one of the worst. But at the same light, Malice is not as good as Kugath because Malice doesn't have magic. And if you were to put Malice against Kugath, Malice would get his ass kicked. He doesn't have enough health. I think from a blow-to-blow perspective, if Malice was hitting Kugath, I think Kugath would need to land like probably 10 hits, maybe 11. But he's going to be Mortis Engineering him down anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter. Even if he misses everything, Rancid Visitations and then healing, Malice is doing nothing against him. You know? it's very difficult to comprehend, like, in my own head, because of due to the variance. There's so many variances in this game. But I would say one of the weakest is, honestly, Alethanar is someone that never impresses me. Alethanar is somebody that has never impressed me, typically speaking. You have 59 HP, my goodness. Really not a fan? No, I think overall it's like, he himself as a lord is not as strong. Like, what's he doing? That's, like, impressive kind of thing, you know? That heroes be cool ones. Yeah, I mean, Nurgle is unbelievably strong. Is your least favorite? Yeah, he's in an interesting stat location. That's for sure. Alright, hopefully this will be fine. That's actually kind of perfect. Gonna be a lot of damage to the plague drones, but just gonna have to sort of sit there and tank it. Wait, who are you spirit leeching? Oh, you're spirit leeching Blythe. What a jerk. Look at the double mortis engine coming in clutch here. Love the double mortis engine. I don't think anybody else has a double mortis engine. Does anybody else have a double mortis engine, guys? Be honest with me. Let me just use Children of Nurgle as much as possible to heal my inventory up. And heal my units. I'll do it until they run away. I might as well while I'm here. It's only like 1% healing, but it's better than nothing. Especially because I don't know where Archaon's armies are. I have no idea where the rest of his armies is. Nice. Guys, I've started playing Tarkov. Anybody in the chat play Tarkov? Yes. Me and my friend are playing Tarkov together. I'm level like 31, 32 at the moment. And it can be brutal. Alethanar's faction ability suck to fight against. Yeah, that's true. Plague Dead is vulnerable to missile units. Yeah, you get shot to death very quickly. But Archaon, it's an interesting one. Who do you guys think's the weakest legendary lord in the game? If you had to say who you think the weakest legendary lord is in the game, who would you specifically say, guys? Out of everyone, who are you saying, oh yeah, they're definitely the weakest? Oh yeah, without a doubt, they are the weakest. Who are you guys thinking? Weak Cal? Yeah, 1v1. Just in general, overall, with their capabilities. Like, who do you think overall is one of the weakest lords? Wow, am I not getting any replenishment here? I'm bankrupt. No, I'm not. You are bankrupt. I have 6,000 treasury. If I don't replenish because of a bug, that's going to suck. This is a new bug. Is it actually going to not let me replenish? Like, I'm losing HP. We'll fix it the next end turn. So I'm actually going to heal. Will I actually heal? Because not healing right now is pretty bad. That's a visual bug. Thank God. Because my goodness, dude. Bad news bears if so. Bad news bears if so. Alright, nice. We're trying to get the bloodletting up at least. I think this guy is the reason why we're losing a lot of the bloodletting. We just need to keep fighting. Alright, hopefully we'll have healed. Because my goodness, we bloody need it. You played as Kairos versus got one bang by Grimgor? Wait, you played Kairos and you got one bang by Grimgor? He's miles away. You think Kastaltin's weak? I think Kastaltin's quite strong. Elizabeth? Most Elizabeth are pretty good. He's saying tic-tac-toe potato, really? Where the hell did your army come from? Nice, at least we got plagues. Okay, we did heal. Good. We actually did end up healing. Let's pause terror. Let's fight this. Valiant defeat. Ooh, Marauder Champion, great weapon. You actually got a couple of good units in there, bud. You have a couple of good units in there. This is the reason why you want to be friends with Archaon. He's just got so goddamn many ways of being annoying. What's your strength rank? About half. There's another army that's pretty much full around somewhere. Yeah, the Hellforged Host is pretty nice. Let's get the growth building. Excuse me, the garrison building. Now I'm in a really awkward spot of what do I want to level up now. I don't think there's any that crazy things in here. Like the Bloodthirsty Beast, I'm not going to get value out of that for a long time. I have to have the tier 3, tier 4. Oh, Marcus Wolfhat's actually reasonably good. Definitely Marcus Wolfhat is better than Ethan R, I think. Huntsman with double shots is kind of crazy. That absolutely goes so hard. We're going to get Monolith of Festering. Military presence of 4, so there's an army of 4 in there. But now we know what's the dealio. Let's deal with this one. Let's take these buggers down. Let's take these rascals down, eh, folks? I always forget Marcus exists. How dare you? How very dare you? Chaos Wade's slow to get around, even Chaos? Yeah. Never done a campaign. Marcus Wolfhat's actually a pretty reasonably fun campaign. I won't lie. You'd probably enjoy playing a campaign as him. Thorgrim? Thorgrim's pretty strong. If you've played a campaign of Thorgrim recently, he buffs his armies by a lot. Alright, let's play left. Close left here. Let's see how they play this. I just need to scout a little bit. You enjoy Marcus more than Calfriends? Really interesting. Very few people I know prefer Marcus over others. Pretty terrible. You forget a name. I know who you mean. Helibron. That's it before looking. Helibron. No, she's actually all right now with some of the rampage changes. I think she has she's got good ways of like being pretty damn obnoxious. She's got a couple of good ways of being obnoxious, but I think Dark Elves in general are just quite strong, you know? Dark Elves in general are pretty damn good. Wow, they're just letting me have this for free, which is nice. Just black arcs and free buildings. Jeez, I'm doing very little damage to this. We have a lot of Winds of Magic to play with, so I don't really mind. Wow. Let's cast this as well. And Children of Nurgle should keep us topped. The blue should do a lot of damage as well. This is when they start to realize they're out of position. It's like, well, boys, I think we went a little too far away from the squad. It's like, you think? You think? One volley off. Good. What is that thing? What is this? Barrier boost. Replenishes barrier points of combatants, triggering when a friendly enemy or spell is active. Oh, interesting. That is quite interesting. So the blues will actually do a relatively good job killing them here. They're shooting into Chaos Warriors, so Legit, don't need to worry at all. Beautiful. Hold on, fellas. Let me cast. Let me cast and see how good it is. Holy crap, that's a lot of barrier replenishment. Jesus. That's like criminal levels of barrier replenishment. That's pretty damn good. That is pretty goddamn good. The healing spread across here. Can we rancid visitation this guy? Sure. Sure. Oh, we can actually bounce off of this, potentially. So let's cast into here. This should bounce. Maybe it's not close enough. Oh, no, it is. It did bounce. Nice. It did indeed bounce. I've got the nurgle one again. That's pretty lucky. Is decent and strong? Yeah, I thought so too. Like, from what I've seen from Hellebrand, quite strong. So we need to concentrate our forces on this side just to ensure we can get them killed. And then we can just start casting magic in here. Because you get a lot more value from continuous casting into one direction because you're getting them low enough to die from spells, right? The faster you can kill them, the better. If this is a really good one, I'll chuck it here. Like Corn one, for example. Rock Voice Rot would probably be served better. I'm going to say at this side. Like, it's pretty tasty, the amount of damage it does. Pretty damn tasty. Get you guys sent over here. Let's get you guys sent over here. This is why Corn garrisons are so good. What's the results versus Scabbard and Valkyr? Oh, Scabbard definitely. I've tested it before. Although Valkyr has anti-large, she just doesn't have enough health to sustain fights. Have I tested the changes, Tilla? Yeah, I mean, I've had a look at, and seen some of the stuff around it, and it definitely doesn't seem as bad as people are making it out to be. I mean, it's basically providing a little bit more consistency for a unit, near enough. Yeah, these javelins are a bit of annoying. But I think Rampage in general is a bit of a an interesting area. But not being able to Rampage stuff is kind of weird, but you know, they're basically playing, I guess, a little bit more consistent, so you know exactly what's going to happen. Let's pull back a second. Nice victory has been achieved. We attacked the army, didn't we? Yeah, we attacked the army. It's not in a garrison or anything. Let's chase these buggers down, folks. Chase the buggers down. We got dogs to do that as well, which is good. Doggos, eat. Today you shall feast like no other. Nom 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 nom. Is this what you meant by cornflakes, guys? Is this cornflakes? Run over here. Let's kill the Marauder Hunters. You guys come over here as well if you can. They've got a long way to run, and we've got 95 speed compared to the 35, so do a volley into here. Don't hate the idea of it. Curse Slug. Love that, actually. Wow, this guy's taking a lot more damage than I expected. I'm not going to kill the general. Keeping him on that low HP is better. And the reason for that is they're going to replace him with a full HP hero, a full HP lord, and I'd rather know that they're a lot less HP. Love it when Twitch sends stream notifications. Yeah, Twitch can be weird with that. But good to see Eagles. I think I'm now getting enough information to make a guide properly. I think I've learned enough to make the guide now. The one that wants to be good is Scrag. I love the idea of cooking enemies mid-battle, but he doesn't have the stats the Lords have. Yeah, the problem with Scrag specifically is he was too good to begin with. He was nerfed heavily. The guy, Daniel sucks. No, he's stronger than people think. People have always memed on Daniel, but I think he's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. Damn, I should have taken Corn Corruption. Like, I definitely think it's way stronger than people think. Nice. Killing that army is huge, actually. Let's go. Replenishment. We might be able to then take that, because we can probably use very little to take quite a lot. Because nurgle magic is just absolutely cracked. Nurgle magic is just unbalanced. Blight Boil. Right. Corny as well is going to go head towards... What's the sack value right now? 9k? It's not that much, honestly. We might have to reconvene over this side. You're chilling around here, which I'm actually okay with. Notes presence of 7 in there. The only issue that you really often find is you just can't really afford many armies unless it's in... Like, you can't afford good units unless it's specifically within Daniel's army. Right, in full voice acting. Yeah, it was definitely something that was missing, for sure. Is Changeling so powerful with transformability? Southhold? Yes, Changeling is very powerful. Because you can also cheese settlements, so you can pretty much fly into a settlement as a Changeling by like taking Azazel's form, and then just take out, go off the form and just start capping things, because the Changeling isn't considered a flying unit. If your unit rampage and you start a new battle with your unit 70% rampage range, you can start the battle with rampage active. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't like how that works. I personally don't like how that works as well, Zoo. I think they definitely shouldn't allow that. Because sometimes if the unit is rampaging from the beginning, there's weird ways where they'll just be bugged for the rest of the fight. Debating between Tyrion or Archaon. That's an interesting debate. That is an interesting conundrum between the two. As they are vastly different from one another. I would probably say... Tyrion is one of the legendary lords that is really, really good for consistency. Like, he doesn't have an awful lot of RNG that is really annoying. And he's sort of, like, you know, the tried and true. He's just a really consistent lord, and you're never going to have a bad time with him. You know, whereas Archaon, it's all about world domination, just murdering everybody. So it depends on what your mood is. If you want to murder stuff, you know, Archaon's good to go. Yeah, this is the army moving over here. We did actually put a garrison in there, which is good. It'd be amazing if I could recruit the Zinshin new lords, but you can only recruit these heralds. Herald of Sanesh might be okay. And Attila, have you tested it? I think Mercy, if I'm not mistaken, has streamed Helibron, if I'm not mistaken. So I know he's played it. So he'd be a good one to ask. Ooh, tough mage.
Most privileged of Slanesh. Courtesan of...
Who else would I be able to get in here that'd be useful? Honestly, probably these guys. I don't know if they're going to attack this now. Does guys get the new lords? Yes. The new Zinchian stuff you get. Hey, Adman, what's up, buddy? New to this game, do non-Empire campaigns end with a crisis? That's a really good question. And Adman, the only way that crises happen is if you specifically select that. If you select the option to set a ultimate crisis up. But good question. And welcome in. Welcome to the gloriness of Total War, my friend. And thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. You can easily get to the... It's quite consistent. That's good. Yeah, consistency is massive. Consistency is always going to be the most important factor because it's hard when it comes to certain units if you don't get a lot of consistency. Nice. We're getting our bloodletting up. It's annoying how rapidly it decays, though. It's the only thing that annoys me. It makes me a little bit sad. It decays very quickly. In the settings before we launch the campaign? Yeah. But yeah, it's an interesting question, because if you played Warhammer 2, or have looked at content at Warhammer 2, the crisis would happen no matter what, right? Also, this should be a relatively easy one to fight, as long as you're not a mage. Death magic's fine. I wish I had Slaaneshi death mages. Hey, Frostball. Reminds me, I need to order more emotes. I need to order more emotes. But yeah, honestly, if you have any questions, Adman, don't hesitate to ask. I have played this game far too much, and I always love helping people out. And it's one of those things where I often say, there's never stupid questions, just stupid answers, but but no, typically speaking, if you ask a question, there might be someone in the chat as well that also is thinking the same thing, but just doesn't want to ask it. You just finished Yuan Bo and Rapans. 100% play Archaon, matey. It's too similar to Cathay. Absolutely play Archaon. You'll actually have a pretty different experience there. Which of all the DLC races are worth picking up, and what are my favorites? Ooh, interesting. Very broad question. Typically speaking, the best DLCs are actually the game itself. So Warhammer 1 is a really good DLC for dwarves, for greenskins, for Empire specifically. You get a lot of really, really good stuff. I think Bretonnians as well. I know Wood Elves and Norsca and stuff like that is DLC. But normally the games themselves, and if you go through certain code sites, you can get the trilogy for like 26 quid. But yeah, normally, honestly, just the base games, like Warhammer 1, it has a lot of really good stuff. Just the game gives you the factions. And I wouldn't go too top-heavy. I'd have a look at what interests you. Like, for example, when it comes to the game. Razzle, you ask me that every time. I'm actually curious what you'll ask me, so sure, ask me anything. So it depends. Are Dark Riders worth recruiting? No, typically speaking, not. Because you got to remember, Dark Riders are one of those things where they don't facilitate a niche enough to be worth recruiting. They are too garbage to be worth it. Like, in the respects of a Dark Rider in your composition, what are they actually going to do? Like, Hammer and Anvil, they ain't killing things. Their stat line's too bad, so they're not going to kill stuff. So no, typically speaking, only really cold ones are worth in the when it comes to it. Cold ones without Rampage now are pretty strong. Hey, Pavius, I think 4.2 has definitely helped. Why do we always have to pee when we poop, but we don't always poop when we have to pee? Some things science just can't answer, Raziel. You know what I mean? Some things science just can't answer. What am I going to try and kill over here? I think Bloodletters will be fine. Do I really think the pinks will be better off over there? I think we'll need Bloodletters to kill the general. And we'll probably need you to hold here. I think we also need to be around the area to kill you, but I'm worried that you'll just get spirit leeched. Doggos are fine the way they are. Chaos Warriors are happy here. I think this should be fine. It's Marauders. Sparring Champions. That's changed my mind. Oh, let's shoot what we can. Are you shielded? Yeah, heavily. What's your defense? 63. We'll actually start struggling to hit them. It's one of the problems Bloodletters of Khorne have. Let's shoot these. Chaos Spawns. Pinks will do the same. Why'd you call it oven? If... Eat the whole food? Oh my goodness. My head hurts too much for that. But yeah, normally just having range and playing front to back is preferred for me personally. If they climb the walls, they'll be fatigued, so I'm fine with that. Chaos Spawns, Chaos Spawns, Chaos Trolls. All of them have a really good stat line. Nice, brilliant damage. So these pinks here will be perfect at killing everything underneath. This Marauders? Ah, the Chaos Warriors are calling. Even 53 of them will crush them. So I need to be smarter with what we're doing regarding our position now. The Doctor Walls, yes, the Marauders on that side, that'll get crushed. Damn it, he actually is Spirit Leeching us. Little rascal. Let me run over here, because that's where the elite inventory is. We can start miasmering them. Wait, am I gonna have to... Is this like a Follow the Sun model? Do I have to like run around my entire settlement? I'll goddamn do it, Aspiring Champions! I'll do it! I'll run my entire settlement, just keep shooting you. Don't think I won't. Don't think I won't, Chief. Don't think I won't. I will. Jesus, they're gonna be strong. Can I shoot down here? I swear there's like a weird bug that you can shoot right underneath you. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's run over here. Let's have a look. What's the situ? What's the situ? What's the situation? What's the dealio? What's the crack? Get over there. Let's go with a hard barrier there. Yeah, the Chaos Warriors are calling nutty. You've had enemies shoot through here. I don't know how I can shoot through there. I've seen enemies do it as well. I have seen it with my eyeballs. Let's go ahead and put a tier... Well, ooh, actually. If I could have stopped the delay of building the barricade, I'd have preferred putting a tier 4 tower here. Because it's the Hell Cannon. The tier 4 tower is the Hell Cannon. And it is correct at killing stuff. It's saying I lost a victory point. It's just I'm not on it anymore. It's really weird when they like... when they say it like that. It's like, yeah, I got off the thingy. Okay. They're going to start struggling to get through the settlement now, so... we concluded that we want the Aspiring Champions to be shot at on a rather consistent frequency. I think this tower probably covers more basis, but we'll have to make sure that no one captures it. Just looking at my inventory and everything's just seemingly fine. I am gonna press the buttons shortly. Ammunition is balance of power, boys. Mad that it heals. It regenerates so much ammunition. I probably should have shot everything first before doing it. The problem that we're going to have is killing these ones. They have high melee defense, and Bloodletters will struggle against high melee defense units. So let's make sure we're miasmering the highest melee defense guys here. What mechanics do you think would make Daniel's campaign more interesting? That is a really interesting question, Polio. Really interesting question. I honestly think that... Now, this might be different to others. I think the mechanics that are already existing within Daniel's campaign are sufficient. I just think a lot of the ways that they're executed upon make it less fun. And the reason I say that is, dedicating to one of the Chaos Gods means you're capped and unable to get any glory for any of your gods. And that kind of sucks. Like, the whole point of Daniel is the ability to be, like, everything. Like, you have control over everything and everyone, right? You know, you're not specific to one god. You're just sort of utilizing the best of everything. And I understand the dedication is important, like, towards one specific god. But it just ends up being a situation where it's like, that kind of sucks because I really like Khorne, but I also like Tzeentch. And it's like, nope. One or the other, please. And I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of it. I think... I understand that, you know, you put your allegiance towards certain gods, but... You know, you might now I'm going to backtrack and say that you might rewrite history for Be'lakor. Because Be'lakor legitimately did exactly what I'm talking about. And, well, I guess he didn't... He basically said he'd fight for all Chaos Gods, right? He said he'd fight for all the Chaos Gods and then got punished because he, like, basically lied to all the gods. So you wouldn't want a situation like that for Daniel, but... Let's see what we can do to these aspiring champions. Let's kill these guys. Valkyrie's your favorite? Yeah, Valkyrie's really cool. What would be Codex Sonita? Yeah, I've actually never played a campaign where I've maximized his size. His weapon strength. I probably should. I probably should. I'm sitting on the wall, by the way, to avoid being attacked by the trolls. I don't want to be killed by the sword of by the trolls. Wow, the Bloodlords are actually winning against aspiring champions. I suppose we have bonuses of infantry. I suppose we have the bonus versus infantry. These guys will have trash capture weight, so I'm not worried about them. A second Bellicor would be quite fun. Yeah, I think the recipe for Bellicor is pretty cool. I think Bellicor was one of the best made Warriors of Chaos specifically. I think from a leveraging and harnessing mechanic perspective, I think he's one of the best made. Maybe I'm alone in that thought, but I definitely think they did a really good job making Bellicor. Like, everything of his faction is just unique to him, and it's cool. You know? It's just a cool faction. So I think you could probably take some cool things away from it, but you're relatively limited to the Undivided Yuri specifically. You don't want to go too far away from lore. You get into dicey situations. I think Daniel needs something. I'm partial to giving him monogods, some special demons that Warriors of Chaos do not get. Yeah, stuff like that. No, really good shout. Hagosha, really good shout. Just stuff that other factions can't get. Is a good stat. Like, our boys Norska have already been done dirty, do you know what I mean? Our boys Norska have already been done dirty. My dude, you can't capture that unless you get the key victory. Unless you get the key to building. You need the key to building. Let me reduce your melee defense. It should melt. Poor Norska. Poor Norska indeed. I'm somebody that spent a long time playing Norska, so it hurts even more. Like, I put in 100 hours on a certain campaign playing Norska. It was my no-loss campaign. My no-loss Norska in Warhammer 2 took me over 100 hours to finish because of the RNG bullshit, but I loved it. It was almost like I was playing goddamn roulette. Have I played it? No idea. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, not much. Not played it much. Archaon is stronger, but playing Bellicor campaign is so much more interesting. Yeah, Archaon is just too... Like, Archaon's one of those things where it's like, yes, he's the Everchosen. Yes, you can pretty much make everybody bow to you. But it's not as... It's not as spicy, you know? It's not as... interesting, because you have just such easy ability of just basically dominating everybody, whereas Bellicor has interesting mechanics, but you still have to play well to do well, if that makes sense. Whereas Archaon can just sort of stomp everything because everything around him is like super easy to beat. Maybe give Daniel the ability to vassalize and confederate mono demon gods. That would be cool. I like that, Oaks. Like that idea, matey. Like that. Yeah, vassalizing monogods would make sense too. Is that Amlos bonus? It is indeed. It most certainly is. We actually can pause these guys. Freeze them, which we'll do now. Jesus, trolls are swift, aren't they? Oh, doggos. Feast, my minions. Yeah, what would you guys rather have? Being able to vassalize? Being able to vassalize monogods or getting unique units to Daniel? Like, unique units, or would you rather be able to vassalize or confederate, like, Scarbrand, Kairos, and things like that? I guess it depends. I guess it really does depend, doesn't it? Confederate for sure. Interesting. You can't taunt? Yeah, nuke. Like, why not both? Am I right, guys? Be wiped out before you get to them? Yeah, that's fair. They do normally just die. Nice. That might be enough corn to get all the bonuses for corn units now. Love that. Confederator's award for completing dedication should be cool. Agreed. I like that, OPM. I like that a lot. Yeah. Going towards dedication then allows you to be like the top dog of that faction. So if you want to confederate all the Zinchian stuff, you can. I like that. That's a good idea. It's like Zinch recognizes like the stuff you're doing and is like, right, you're the top dog now. You're the top dog. Do as you wish. Oh, I shouldn't have killed the Lord. Because now this is going to be a hard win. He is a fire mage, though. Pendulum's going to do dick all against this army, though. Got any regiment around that turn the tide of this? Probably corn dogs. Oh, we got the bonus to this infantry now, boys. Wait, what? These guys, are these guys normal infantry? Yeah, they are. Okay. Holy crap, these guys are insane. 23 bonuses to infantry. I think we can't justify having an army around for too long. He gains the top level factions in general. Yep, I like that idea. And it makes a lot of sense personally as well. So yeah, dedicating to something means more. Because you don't really get enough in my eyes. It's like, oh, you're dedicating to this god? Well, screw you. Like, all the other gods are like, well, screw this guy. We hate him. But it shouldn't be as severe as that. You know? You should become the biggest and the baddest. What does Undivided get? Just, like, 10 Fury spawns. You can get every unit. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, Bellicore. Yeah, agreed. You should get, you should get it alongside everything else. As Bellicore would be the perfect person to give because of his lore as well. Because of his lore surrounding him as well, Bellicore would be perfect. Seeing how far the monogods are from Daniel, I might want to reconsider Confederation. Yeah. I think the main thing is, like, if I'm guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but can Kairos get chosen? Can he get chosen units? I'm trying to remember. Gets punished again for his betrayal? Yeah, why not? That's lawful. That is lawful. I like the idea of it. It is lawful. I mean, you can recruit their RRRs like normal units. Ooh, interesting. He can. Then yeah, Daniel should be able to do the same. I don't think Daniel can get chosen, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen any chosen availability. Like 16 Stooges, Oaks? That'd be insane. Stooges are the strongest infantry in the game. By a long way as well, I feel like. But you're not wrong, that would make it quite the banger. Standard Demons of Chaos, he shouldn't get mortals, right? I mean, it depends. It's like the debate of everything anything and everything we're seeing right now, right? Like, on a technicality, should he? Being undivided? Well, I mean, Norskins are undivided, right? Norskins in general are undivided. As with anything and most things within Chaos, the stronger you are, the more likely you are to have people following you. So, mortal units are fine in my eyes. I mean, Norskins are the bread and butter of the majority of Chaos. And Beastmen as well. Beastmen are heavily influenced within Norska. Excuse me, within Chaos. Like, Warriors of Chaos would often just send Beastmen herds at, like, sieges just to see how well they would hold up in defense. Just to test them. You know? Just to see if they're going to be a formidable force or not. So yeah, absolutely. I think, yeah, you'd expect a lot more of a variance of it. If Warriors of Chaos gets all the demons, then Demons of Chaos should get all the mortals if they don't get something unique to them. Chaos Warriors to get more Beastmen. Yeah, the Beastmen units make sense, like for Zinch as well, specifically. You get the Stooges with 0 tech buffs. I think the Stooges are the ones that regenerate and resurrect models, right? So, any complementing Nurgle mage with them, Jesus. Nothing you can do against that army.
Not one of us will burn.
I'm trying to remember how you get air cold here. The knight progresses towards the truth. Monument of Zinch. You have to go Zinch to get them.
Demon Prince.
Rats. Right, I've got to cover. I've got to clear up the stuff. Beastmen are solid. Yeah, Beastmen are very good right now. Agreed. Agreed. Right, 130 growth. 134. Bloodletting 95. Let's get it. If I can fight something, I should fight something, honestly, with Bloodletting. Honestly. If I have the capabilities of fighting something, I should. Damn it, you ran away. Does that count as a fight? It probably wouldn't, would it? Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Wow. You come all the way to Tribe Slaughter.
You sought to under...
Oh, because you're all with the Skaven. That makes sense. Oh, we need to remind ourselves to sack this. Right, Battlesey, make sure to sack that, right? Got it, Battlesey. Good.
I think not.
Only issue is if he goes and attacks like the Torment of like the Tower of Torment, I can't defend that. Unless he recruits. If he doesn't recruit, I'll be fine. Reason Warhammer 1, it's past time I do it. Paulio. Oh, 100% matey. Give Beastmen a go. You'll enjoy it if you haven't played them since Warhammer 1. Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 1 weren't terrible. Warhammer 2 is when they were suffering. Warhammer 3 is now they're in a good spot. Warriors of Chaos didn't get the Zinch Beastmen. Well, they got Cockatrices, didn't they? Or did the Beastmen get them? I think some, like, for example, for Daniel's units, it's not reflective. Ooh, Rotfly, that's pretty huge. Dude, I just dropped so much. Bloodletting in one turn, then. What's my favorite Monogod faction campaign? Nurgle. Which is not shared with a lot of people. I really enjoy Nurgle's campaign. I just love Kugath. I think he's a beast. I think he is an absolute Chad.
Fallen champion. Chaos rewards me.
Oh my god, I completely forgot to sack it. That is just classic me. Beastmen didn't get Cockatrice. Certainly did. They might not show up here, but I'm almost certain they did. Oh, it was Zangors that they got. Then Warriors of Chaos must have gotten them. Jesus, look how big their roster is. Yeah, Cockatrice. Warriors of Chaos got them. Okay. It was Zangors they got.
It will
I remember they got something and it was called the Zangors. Right, I need to try and find someone to fight again. I crave violence. The more violence I crave, the more bloodletting smiles upon me. And it reduces the cost of my army too. So it decays after 2 turns, which is kind of wild. Planning on trying after Thrones of Decay. Thrones of Delay, yeah, classic. Yeah, fair play. Right, my undivided corruption is getting decent. Would I just start going undivided now? It wouldn't be terrible, right? See what upgrades we've gotten. We'd need nurgle equipment specifically. There's nothing I would change. I'm not going to change that. The legs could be replaced. Yep, happy to replace that. The two-handed, this one is mainly base weapon damage. It's annoying how garbage most of it is. It's like, give me something that's really armor-piercing, folks. Come on. I think they've actually nerfed this Colossal Maul, I'm not going to lie. I think they nerfed that Maul. I remember it being a lot better than that. For any reason, Daniel, I can steal the units. That's like trolls. Yeah, you can't see them. I don't know why. I just think they haven't updated his... updated it to see all of them. I bet a lot of Daniel's gear options are. Yeah, a lot of them are really trash, but some of them are really good. Some of them go hard, some of them are really bad. I think the main thing here is I'm needing to figure out as to when I can pull the trigger and start using like multiple armies to do stuff. You're just gonna sit there raiding me. My garrison doesn't come out, does it? Wait, I can win this now? Sure, I'll take it. Auto resolve be drunk sometimes, I tell you that for free. The auto resolve really do be drunk sometimes. Air cold troll tooth. I might redeploy you, my friend. I can't afford keeping you in the battle. Ooh, interesting. Where are you running off to, boys? I really don't get the AI sometimes. This is Beastman. I'm sad that the money glitch doesn't work with it anymore. I used to milk Beastman. Not literally. Oh my god, he's there. I just realised that their general is legit in this settlement, so I can't win that fight. Hopefully he doesn't declare war on me. Although, if I was him, I would too. I might have to redeploy you guys. Is it worth playing Warhammer 2 if you haven't played 3, Boomy? Good question. I would say, overall, you'll get a lot more value if you have the opportunity to play 3 first. Because the advantage of what 3 does is it gives you the prologue. So if you're newer to the game in general, it is really good. But yeah, you get the Vortex. You'll get the Vortex campaign, yeah. So Immortal Empires is the combination of everything together, where you have an insanely large map. Well, let me try and see if I can get another Lord here. Because what's our growth right now? Only 45, yeah. Our bloodletting went down a lot. And Boomy, thanks for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. I think it's one of those interesting things where Warhammer 3 is just in a better state overall. I actually do have to kill Archaon here, don't I? Yeah, I've got to ensure he's dead. I'll ignore that for now. What's the amount of troops he's got? Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Let's run over. Ooh, Archaon's right there. Mate, he's got like no troops at all. Archaon, if you want to take the burden of Monolith and I'll take away your fortress, I'm happy to take that trade, bud. I am happy to take that trade. There is only one ever chosen here, my friend. There is only one. And that's me. Yeah, we'll crush this side. I just need to ensure that we've stabilized over this side as well. Because I need to try and get my general up. Miss out lots if you play 3 first? No, definitely not. Personally, I mean, what does everyone else think? Do you think you miss out on a lot if you play 3 first? I personally don't think so. 3 is in the best state for learning the game. 3 has a lot more quality of life. 3's graphics are better. Typically speaking, the stability is decent. Yeah, my understanding, 3 has just everything better. And it saddens me because it used to be on the Xbox Game Pass, so wonderful folks like yourself, I'd basically just say, get the Xbox Game Pass for £1 and try it, but now we can't do that anymore. Now we don't have that option. People forget how much of a mess 2 was. Yeah, 2 was in a lot of this, in a bad state for the most part. Also, to the YouTube folks, you guys are liking Corn? Yeah, none of you guys are saying Slanesh. I'm not surprised. Of that, I'm not surprised. In a siege battle, walls protect from arrows. Yes, most of the time. You won't be hit by most of them. Some of them will get through. If your unit's sitting on top. God, this guy's annoying. I'm gonna have to get another army, a secondary army to deal with this guy. Which will be fine, because I can get some Chaos Warriors and stuff. Wait, where the hell did Archaon go? Oh, he's gone to the settlement to defend it. Guess that makes sense. Holy crap, that's a lot of units. Alright, Archaon the Ever-Chosen. Your time is here. It is time to die. Oh, I always forget how good the garrisons are. I'm going to continue siege. Let me build some stuff first, though. Specifically because I'm hoping to bait out the Lord to the left. I'm hoping the Lord's going to be baited to come back to attack me. As if that's the case, then we'll be in a good spot. Let me just remind myself, at what point do we get the better weapons here? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, this one here is the juicer. So 1,650 is when we'll start laughing. This will also be really good too. Some more weapon strength for the Chaos Warriors of Khorne. I'm hopeful this will pull him back, but we'll see. If not, it's okay. Ooh, wait, hold on. Hold on, have I just thought of something cheesy? Let him cook, boys. Hold on, let me cook. Let me cook real quick. Growth all provinces. Growth all provinces 45. Growth all progress. Why is it only 20? Oh, is this locally? It's all provinces. Why is the Khorne? Why is the bloodletting not working correctly? Really weird, that. Now we should probably kill these guys, honestly. We want to get rid of them as soon as possible. We want to get rid of them as soon as we can. We're out. As this little rascal, what they call, needs to take the L. He needs to understand what murder is like. And see what murder is like, too. But yeah, I do appreciate all the follows today as well, boys, by the way. Lots of to y'all. Maybe checks on the end turn? Or beginning of the turn, I don't know. Paula? Yeah, maybe, matey. I'm cooking cheese fondue. Right, do me a favor, guys. Type 1 in the chat if you like cheese. Type 2 if you don't like it. Type 1 in the chat if you are a cheese enjoyer. Type 2 if you don't like it. I goddamn love cheese, personally. My girlfriend's lactose intolerant. She still likes cheese. Like, she knows what her fate is when she consumes it. Still does it. Okay, the towers are garbage, which is good. For me, the stinkier cheese, the better. Goddamn love blue cheese and stuff like that. Love me some blue cheese. I had like a blue cheese dip for some chicken wings in America like a long time ago. Still haven't forgotten about it. Still to this day, do I think about it. That's how good it was. That's how good it was. Alright, so how the hell am I going to kill Archaon here? Oh, I've got healing, so I'm not that worried, actually. We'll send him on. Good to see your ISP. You got the shit together. Yeah, man, I'm sorry about... It's something to me. I'm sorry about my internet yesterday. It's one of those things where literally there's nothing I can do as a streamer. There is generally nothing you can do as a streamer when your internet is dying. Like, I bought a router. I literally had such garbage internet that I bought a 5G router to bond my connection with my ISP because of how bad my internet used to be. My internet was that bad, I had to buy a 5G router. I'm still paying, I believe, for the broadband on that one. But it was one of those things where it's like, I want to stream, and it was stopping me. So I was like, you know what? We'll give it a crack. If he keeps Spirit Leeching us, I'm not going to be that bothered because we can just heal all of it. So if he uses Spirit Leech, it's not a very effective Winds of Magic consumption, I think. Hold on, what's the cost of that? 8. What's the cost on you? 6. Yeah, so we cast with you then. Beautiful. We're going to wait for a sec. I'm not going to go through here yet. With their deployment and what they've done right now, I'm perfectly content with doing this. Perfectly content just sitting here, casting into their Chaos Warriors. Beautiful. Beautiful. We can probably double whammy cast here as well. Sure do. Because it bounces off the wall. Love to see it. Oh shoot, that was not my mage. Will my mage give us bonuses towards it? Mage don't. It has to be lords. Yeah. Only the lords. Have mercy, my lord. Have mercy, my lord. Hey, Robert. How we doing, buddy? How's the Corn variant of Daniel? Very good. Very, very goddamn good. And I think the Corn-specific variant, my friend, is the best. It's better early game units, and it's just better overall. And then you go Nurgle for the Plagues. Like, having Terror on all units, like, right now we've got the bonus versus inventory, and that's where that's the break point right there. That's the break point where you can transition away. The only issue with not going Zinch early game is you don't get air cold and you don't get the blue scribes. So we tricks his raiding province while invisible. He shouldn't be able to raid while invisible. Yeah. Yeah, the changeling can be a right jerk. The changeling can be a jerk. Yo, Wicked, thanks for following, buddy. Appreciate you. You want as young as possible cheese? Really? Do you not like mature cheese? When I was in the Netherlands visiting my friend, my best friend, in fact, it was in Drbergen, and there was literally a farm there that had a vending machine to get the produce from. So it was as fresh as it comes. And there was this delicious cheese. My god, it was to die for. Such good cheese, man. Love cheese? Man, I love cheese, man. That's why I like Skaven. Sounds awesome. Yeah, it was dope. I'm the cheese master. Nah, that's legend. I'm the cheese apprentice. I'm a cheese apprentice, I'd say. Alright, let's kill what we can. My inventory can start moving in now. I think he's probably used all his Winds of Magics, honestly. Oh, that's big. We got this healing. Can balance it between all of our heroes. At the very least, a veteran cheese connoisseur. I'd accept that. I'd accept a veteran cheese connoisseur for sure. Wait, doesn't... I wonder if he's ran out of magic. It makes me wonder if he's ran out of magic here. Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, Robert, I think I'm in a situation, matey, where I know enough about Daniel's campaign to be confident in making a good guide. Which I'm happy about. I think my guide will be very helpful for folks wanting to play Daniel. As I've learned enough now. We've gone in the lab long enough. We have been in the lab long enough now. Right. Oh my god, look at his stats. Like, Archaon, chill. Like, I know you're the Ever-Chosen and all, mates. But, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you can just chill. So it looks like just play Khorne, Alantin. Early game, it is, yeah. Early game is the bread and butter is Khorne, for sure. And the reason for that is you need the inventory, and your garrisons are stronger. Your garrisons are stronger, and your inventory is stronger. Because you cheese for starting the thingy. Yep. The El Clasico of sitting in a bush. Where's Archaon? Okay, he's lost his barrier at least. What is gear to be burst? Another of the Legend of Oz, yeah. And then what, Zinch for the range? No, no, I'd say Nurgle for the plagues. Nurgle for the plagues, my dude. Having every single one of your units with terror is pretty damn bonkers, honestly. Oh shoot, that's a really good burning head. Yikes. Archaon's a bit of a problem. We'll send these guys in. Oh, Vanguard deployment, troop. Yeah, troop. Let's pull these guys away for a sec. Nice. If he's doing casts here, it'll be sponged by the gatehouse, so I'm not worried about that. The gatehouse will sponge it. Is Daniel fun to play now? I'm enjoying him. Maybe he'll turn 50 until I grew tired of playing him. So, there's a couple things we've cooked up while playing the campaign. Malice is not somebody you actually need to kill. And if you declare war on his person he's fighting, turn 1, you basically can get a freebie, not an aggression with him. Gives you the freest non-aggression of your life. So I definitely think he's a lot more fun, especially if you if you play towards basically not suffering. If you do the stuff that will make you not suffer. We just need Daniel in combat just so we can Mortis Engine. Well, double Mortis Engine, should I say, excuse me. But I've played a lot of Daniel campaigns recently and I'm really enjoying them. Hold on, we should probably buff my melee attack here with everybody. I think it's the best usage of it. Yeah, Archaon will slowly fall here, thankfully. The undisputed MVPs of this army is the aspiring champion, Severed Claws. My god, I'd be nowhere with it. How's our boy Danny able to survive with 1v1 with Katharina? Yeah, definitely. You don't have to worry too much about fighting against Katharina. It's Khorne dedication for KS Warriors, and you can just run them over. You just absolutely run them over. Like, there's just nothing you can do. Give us another Khorne one, actually. Charge speed doesn't help too much. Charge speed doesn't help too much. How do you manage your economy? It's so bad. Dedicate... Well, ensure that you're recruiting one type of unit. The mistake I see a lot of people make at the moment is using all of his really cool units. You need to dedicate yourself to one, because you can reduce the upkeep of it by 30% if you dedicate towards one unit. And then obviously you can have various other reductions too. So you can reduce the army cost by quite a lot. You just need to... That's your economy, basically. Your economy is having cheap armies. Which is weird to say, but it's true. Your economy is revolving around making your army as cheap as you possibly can do. Nice. And now we have a double Mortis Engine, and we'll smoke everything around here. As we've got Serpent Tail, and we also have the Pestilent Decay. That's good advice. So counterintuitive. Theme is chaos. I know, it's so annoying, right? It is very counterintuitive, and I hate having to say it, but it's true. I mean, you can get away with it. Don't get me wrong, you can get away with using all the units. Like, for the most part, I'll use the units for quite a while. But you got to know when you've got to stop, basically. You got to know exactly the transition point to be like, Okay, that's enough. I can't afford it anymore. Yeah, you've got to know when's enough. And it's difficult to know most of the time. It's difficult to know exactly when that point becomes. Game for balance filling CA. I don't know why like Daniel's economy is so garbage. What body parts do you tend to use on Daniel? Corn and Nurgle makes him really durable as long as you're going towards Bloodletting and then Nurgle. Because you need the Nurgle hero for the magic. And once you get to a certain point, you'll get enough to get the item to give Stream Corruption on him as well. Is it faction-wide or just Daniel's? Just Daniel's army. Yeah, just Daniel's, so it's not as good as you might think. It's not, like, incredibly amazing. It's not like, oh my god, that's insane. It's enough to keep you sustained, right, from spending too much money. Slanesh settlements help a little bit. It's just not worth it. Slanesh is just unbelievably useless for the most part. Unfortunately. I wish Slanesh wasn't as bad as it is. It's just they've been nerfed too much. Slanesh have been nerfed far too much. It is wild to think about how much Slanesh has been nerfed. It's just too good in multiplayer. Slanesh is just too good in multiplayer. Like, a faction that has a significant amount of ability, armor piercing, will always be good. Oh yeah, Slanesh has been nerfed significantly. I think Slanesh has probably been the faction that's been nerfed the most. Has sucked me in lately, haven't played it. Oh really? I haven't played it recently. Daniel Horde settlement's worth it or no? What do you mean Horde settlement, sorry? Apologies. Game for multiplayer with almost a single player is silly. I think it's one of those. I think the rationale behind it is the cost of balancing both is very expensive. But in CA's favor, like I will say something about CA right here, they've done a good job of starting to balance it through cost. I like that. You can build stuff like the Beastman. Oh, never tried it, so I wouldn't know. They've done a good job at building, nerfing things with cost now. And that right there makes the most sense. I'm a fan of them nerfing stuff through cost. So you don't have to touch the stats. I will heal all the units here. We'll top my army up with the Flesh Abundance. It's insane. Nurgle magic is so good, man. Seekers are nuts. Yeah, Seekers are really good. Back to lurking, Goki. Not a problem, man. You're always welcome to ask any questions you have. I'm always happy to answer them. I will chuck a heal onto Blythe as well. Oh, we need this unit named. The boils are insanely good. Yeah, boils can be good. Normally, casting just Stream of Corruption is more cost-effective, though. Depends on what you're fighting. Like, if you're fighting against Helm and Ghost, you need Boil to kill the units. And nice, all of my single entities are healed up. Big. Do we sack it is the question. Probably not. Probably not. It'll be 10k. Boils amazing with blobs, potato? True, agreed. Boils, the boils can be really good against blobs. It is quite low AP damage though. It's not crazy AP. Takes so much magic now to kill off units. I mean, the game's standardized to Ultra, Alantin. That's one of the reasons why. 6 grand from that, wow. Oh my god, 600 glory. Or 10k sack. Oh, Lord, what do we do? We'd lose... Nah, we got a lot of cash from that. Right, what would we do here? We've already got the corn thing that's really good. That would get us to the point where we could go into corn dedication. The Zinchian one would give us a good 2-hander, I think. 11k is a lot of money, but I think we're fine. Corn and Glory completes it, and then we can focus on Nurgle, I guess. Yeah. I think it's worthwhile dedicating fully towards it, and that, we get a tier 3 for ourselves. Do you know what? I made a mistake there. I'll put my hands up and admit I made a mistake there. Making it Zinch would have been the play. Because making it Zinch would have allowed me to get air cold. Yeah. Yeah, that's a mistake. Air cold would have been... I could have recruited air cold if I did that. Because you need a Zinchian settlement to recruit air cold in the Blue Scribes. It's not possible without.
This world will burn.
It is not possible without.
Demon Prince.
Is what we learned fairly recently. Right, have we set a plague? Let's get Terror for everybody, please. Right, this guy's been annoying. Yo, Dame, what's up? Have been playing at the moment. Yeah, lovely to see you, Dame. Hope you're doing well. It's more that the units for Zinch don't require any glory requirements. And so, basically, you can not go into any Zinchian glory and then get things like Changebringers and stuff like that. It's annoying that the roster isn't complete, or they haven't buffed it up. Yeah, you basically can get Changebringers for free if you've got the tier for it. A lot of good stuff has happened for Daniel, for sure. Do you know what? Is Khorne the best way to go? Your inventory is really good. The more I think about it, the more I'm like... Zinch would not be... Like, Zinch isn't too bad. But Khorne's more consistent. But the problem with going down Zinch, you do get access to air cold and stuff like that, but... It's hard. Hey. Livale, good to see you. So I've been able to play this game, let's see, since last year. How worth is it playing through the new campaigns? Saw a lot of bad feedback before. What about now? Oh, definitely. The game's in a good state. Good question. The game's in a really good state at the moment. I think it's a good time to jump back in. I think the main stuff regarding the negative press fairly recently was just because of the fact that they were increasing the price of DLCs and people weren't happy about it. But overall, I would say that I'm pretty happy with the game and where it's at. What did I get from this? I just think not going undivided is trolling. I just hate the fact that all other glory game will be halted. And going into the Khorne stuff is not worth it. Like, all this stuff is just not good enough. Like, the only thing that's valuable is this. You get really good Khorne armies, but... And some of them from Beyond is really good too, but... It's just the fact that the Undivided gets all of those units. Like, I can legitimately get access to the Minotaurs of Great Weapons of Khorne faster than I can as Khorne. If you go Undivided. If you dedicate to Undivided. Like, it's crazy like that. It's crazy. And the fact that you get everything cheaper as well and duration reductions too. I haven't tried being dedicated to Khorne though. But looking at everything I see here, apart from the movement range, I don't think it's worth it. I think one of the biggest advantages that Daniel has. Also, let me give Daemon a shout out. One of the biggest advantages that you have, typically speaking, when it comes to utilizing Daniel's faction is the fact that you can recruit from everything. Like, having the availability of recruitment from everybody. Like I said, I made the mistake of not making this Zinch, which I wish I did, but it's fine. Because at this point, Zinchian units, tier 3, would go hard, like flamers and stuff.
This world will burn.
But it is what it is. Flamers would have gone really hard there. What would that have unlocked us as well? What would we have unlocked? Yeah, we would have gotten teleport stance, wouldn't we? We'd have gotten the teleport stance. It's the two-hander. It's this bad boy right here that's insane. The Exalted Halberdier. Absolutely bonkers. For Undivided, right? It's good on the eco front. Yeah, the Undivided is really good. I think Undivided is the best by a long way. But there's no harm in dedicating to stuff. Like, I think the Undivided is really goddamn good. Yeah, you can recruit things so fast locally with it. This is an AMA, Buffin. Depends what you're asking, but by all means.
Demon Prince.
Yeah, I'd love to transition to different units now. I made the mistake of making this Khorne again. I just wanted to max my Khorne glory, but max Khorne glory doesn't do an awful lot. I mean, it's pretty solid. Don't get me wrong, weapon strength and stuff like that is pretty nice.
No scum.
What's my biggest weakness? I work too hard. I care too much. That's my biggest weakness.
Supreme champion.
And Buford, you don't have to ask me the interview prep questions anymore. I managed to get a full-time job. I'm starting it on Monday.
Much.
Oh, that's very kind of you to ask. You're a perfectionist. It's one of those interesting things where most of the time, if you say things like you're a perfectionist, you know, you try and make your weaknesses your strengths. Most of the time, people won't like that. As it's mainly viewed as not a good thing. How good he is in the global bonuses? Yeah, he's very good in that respect. The early game can be considered suffering, but I'm trying my best to make it as little, as not as painful as possible, basically. I don't have time to check out a bullshit. Imagine being like, oh, sorry, I can't answer that. I signed an NDA. Biggest weakness to make people insecure by insight. Okay. So you got self-insight? Well, yeah, like... I think in the interview that I said... In the interview I did, when they asked me that question, I basically said that... sometimes I have a hard time asking for help. But I've put things into place. And, you know, plans to ensure that that doesn't happen again. The whole point of the question is to demonstrate that you know, have learned and continuously keep learning. That's kind of the TLDR of the question. Is that you're demonstrating your ability to learn, because we're only human, right? Bloody hell, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. At the end of the day, we're only human, and so, you know, we're not going to be perfect. So it's just to basically demonstrate the fact that you you understand and are actively learning from it. It's so difficult, man. You better bugger off and not attack Archaon, otherwise I will beat you up. Tell them your weakness is needing this job. Yeah, you shouldn't say stuff like that, or that you're nervous in general. It doesn't look good. Just get some really good garrisons. Yeah, if you're Nurgle specifically, he does. Zench, Khorne. Khorne garrisons are very good. Man, I'm questioning everything now. I feel like... Is Khorne better than Zinch? It's better at killing everything else but Kislev, really. And you can get like Khorne units are very easy to get. You only need a tier 2. So by turn 20, another like most legendary lords will have tier 3s. Yo, my head keeps hurting. My head is hurting to figure out what's the best. What do you want? Oh, there's so many random things. It's honestly the problem with Daniel. It's so unbelievably open-ended. It's the problem Daniel has. It's so unbelievably open-ended. Oh shoot, you're plagued by this.
Demon Prince.
I don't really want to get plagued. I'm not in the market for receiving plagues myself. Oh, let's go Zinchian. So I don't know if you need just a Zinchian settlement. I need to know what triggers. Wow, Archaon's dead. Why did they call this faction Daniel? Basically, on the release of showcasing the Demons of Chaos, I think somebody just called him Daniel, and it's just stuck since then. Like the commentator called him Daniel, and everyone's just called him that since. It's actually kind of funny. Everyone just calls him Daniel, and it's just sort of what's happened. It was almost like an agreement between everybody. It's just like, yeah, he's Daniel now. I'm happy with him being called Daniel. It's like, you're happy being called Daniel? Yeah, we're happy with it. Sure, let's call him Daniel from now on. Even call him in the patch notes? Yeah, that's the funny thing, right? I'm going to specifically level up all this. You go Branted Visitations to ensure you have single target damage. Stream of Corruption is your bread and butter of your damage. I'm not going to level him up in anything else like Route Marcher because there's no point, because I'm building him bespoke to killing everything. Like, his entire purpose in this army is going to murder everybody else, like the Norskins. See you next time. Yo, Zoo, take it easy, bud. Was the guy, what was the guy's? Yuri. It was Yuri from the prologue. If you play the prologue, you'll know the transition a bit. What's the quest specifically? The Monument of Zinch. Ah, of course, you need Chaos Warriors of Zinch. You need 8 of them. So you needed a tier 3. So I could have gotten him from a tier 3. Yeah, this is so annoying I made this Zinch. It's annoying that I didn't make this Zinch. It is annoying I didn't make that Zinch. Mistake on my end. This guy can probably vibe now. You come back. Let's go back. You can go help that army out there. You should probably go back now. I don't need you. Now David needs saving. Just skillful hands to play him. I kind of agree. I think the lack of understanding around Daniel in general is definitely something that is apparent. Because no one gives him the time of day to learn him. Which is understandable. Oh my god, honestly, the bloodletting is so annoying to deal with sometimes, though. Because it's hard to line up so many fights, but if you do it correctly and have a lord following him, the amount of growth you can sustain is insane. With the Intel Challenge Gear? Nah, the Intel Challenge Gear is not worth it. You got to dedicate to Zinch and it's not worth doing. In my opinion, from the testing I've done, dedicating to Zinch to get all this gear is not worth it. Like, Zinch is not strong enough to do that. Like, a Zinch pure dedication, it's just not worth it. He is not... Zinch is not the strongest. Undivided is, by a long way. Undivided gives you access to everything. You can recruit anything and everything your heart desires. And by devoting yourself to Zinch, you're locking yourself into Zinch units, pretty much. Which I don't believe is worth it. Has it spells? They're so strong. Yeah. I think it's more the overarching ability to, you know, that's just Daniel, right? But later on, the only thing that matters really is all of your armies and all of your factions in total. This is a new corn, Daniel. It is indeed. Does Undivided get the crazy unit buffs for each god? Yes, you can. Yeah. One of the best things I've seen. Yeah, Skybrand's dope. He wants peace treaty now, but I am saying no because he's caused me so much heartache under Archaon's leadership. Under Archaon's tutorship, he was a pain in the butt. Daniel's your first ever campaign for Dynasty? Really? I always go back to him and try difficult devotions and stuff. I like going Undivided path on Nurgle too much. Yeah, Undivided is super good. Undivided is really, really, really good. Do we go back and murder these guys? No. Let me just check what Skaven, where the Skaven faction is. We know it's Clan Ferric, and then what we'll do is we'll click Control. So he does own this. Okay, it's fine. We're going to get a lot of fighting now. Undivided? Yeah, Undivided is the best. Without a question, without a shadow of doubt in my mind, Undivided is the best. It is really, really good. Because all the range unit spam units. Well, that Dynasty, you got to remember that people used to do that specifically because of the fact you had no other choice. And the reason I say that is because you didn't have mortal units back when he was released. Back when he was released, you didn't have mortal units, and so you kind of had to go Zinj because it's the only one that had a reasonable chance of being sustainable and actually fighting and trading. Because spamming blues, you'll be fine. Can you get the Mutilist? I believe you can. You can get all sorts of stuff.
Once I was human. The shade.
Let's have a look. Is it in Zin's dedication? No, it looks like you can't. Gets a lot more armor. Yeah, he's a lot less squishy now. You get Skull Crushers of Corn. Bending Chariot. Honestly, the only thing around this area is the Great and Clean one. They're actually really good. I just don't think Corn Dedication is worth it, man. I don't think any new units are locked behind Glory. No, they're not now. Doesn't really look at Daniel that much. I mean, honestly, it's the kind of love that he needs. Like, our boy Daniel needs something. Corn had Mortal since launch, or some of them. Yeah, Corn did, yeah. But Daniel specifically did not. Daniel didn't have any Mortal units, if I'm not mistaken. It was just Demonic. Or Demons. Only really with the Warriors of Chaos rework did they start giving more people more Chaos Mortal units. It wasn't very widespread, should I say. It was definitely not a widespread thing. Alright, let's go kill some Skaven, shall we, boys? So to see juiced up Exalted Plague bearers with the full Nurgle set? Yeah. Nurgle can be pretty good, it's just I'm not as big of a fan of them. Personally, anyway. So knowing the Bloodletting is inactive, I think you can go from 9 all the way to inactive, like, very quickly. It's just I need a lot of fights in front of me. Military presence of 17 over there. So there's a lot of armies for us to fight here. A lot of these Chaos Warriors will do us good. Do you know what? I honestly probably think I can win with just these. It's a ballsy move, but I honestly think, as long as you're not on thingy. Does his other mount give any bonuses to people around him? Do I have, like, AoEs that can heal people around me? Or is, like, what's the value of having the nurgling thingy-mabobby? Like, what does it even do, apart from giving me more health?
Brings corruption.
Let's grab those nurglings. We'll probably have a fight on our hand here. But Nurgle magic is just so good, so it doesn't matter. Nurgle magic is insanely good, so I'm not too worried. We're going to lose a settlement, but that's fine. I mean, in fairness, we do have the garrison building in there. And Skavens are pretty bad. You get the hour out of Mutilith? You do, yeah. It's kind of cracked how many regiments renowned you get. It's pretty nuts. It is pretty goddamn insane. If I'm going to be honest. It is pretty goddamn insane. Yep, look at that. I'm going to auto-resolve it just to make sure all of them die. And... Nurgle. Corn settlements, baby. Corn settlements is where it's at. Love me some corn settlements. Love me some corn settlements.
Chaos incarnate presents no challenge.
Right, I have got rats on the menu today, boys. Ratties are on the menu today. Thankfully, we've recovered over this side, and now we can just easily murder everything over here. Plus, Corn Warriors have incredible auto-resolve. I think one of the best auto-resolves in the game. We'll go Corn again, because just the garrisons are way better. The garrisons are way better, and the units that I have available to me are just significantly better too. So that's kind of like the main jam IML. The main thing for me is that. But, right, what we'll do, folks. Do you know what? I haven't done it in a long time. Raid Feather Reading. He's a great guy as well. So, folks, today, right now, is the end of the stream, so thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you beautiful, fine folks. Thank you for spending time with me. It is... and shout out to all the YouTube folks as well. Much love to all the guys on the YouTube side. I really do appreciate it because, you know, we're building up a bunch of wholesome hunks over on the YouTube side watching, so I do appreciate it. But GG's to all of you guys. Hope you enjoyed your stay. To all the Twitch side of folks, appreciate all the follows on all of the resubs and gifties and raids and whatnot. You guys are amazing. Yeah, seriously do appreciate it, folks. Make sure to say hello to Further Reading. He's a great guy on the Twitch side of things. So yeah, have a good one. Have a good rest of your morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And thank you very much for watching and being a part of the stream. Yeah, goodbye for now. And yeah, YouTube sides, appreciate you. Take care, boys.